As a native Black American and a proud member of the Muscogee Creek Nation, I understand the importance of tracing your lineage. Help me help you discover your roots with a personalized genealogy consultation. Paper trail genealogy matters. DNA tests can't prove ethnicity or tribal affiliation. You must search through paper records to dive deep into your family heritage. During the meeting, I will teach you how to navigate the genealogy process with ease. You'll learn how to link tribal affiliation with your ancestors, and I'll show you the step-by-step process I went through to gaining tribal citizenship. Take the first step to unlocking your past. To book a consultation, send an email to mike@keymediapro.com.
For the good of this session, you was thorough. I recommend this for everyone, and I will be telling in my inner circle. So get ready for when you email and they say, "How did you find out about me?" and they say, "Derek G." You know that young man from Miami, Florida, that live in Atlanta. That I can be a instrument to my inner circle, that they in the same spot that I'm in. Not really knowing, but got bits and pieces of story. And I just think that we can move that narrative and that needle to not just make it stories, but to really make it, what it is. So I thank you for that, Mike.
How to make a mean pot of greens. In fact, people used to ask me to make greens for them for Christmas. One year, I had so many that I had to wash that we ended up washing them in the bathtub.
Collard greens in a bathtub, an image that's cheap and classless. You keep repeating the same old plantation bullshit, tired narrative we outgrew. Jokes on you. Collard greens in a bathtub, an image that's cheap and classless.
You support reparations for Black people.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No.
Can't listen to the lies no more. You were ratchetness and twerking in our face to degrade our image. It's not us, it's you. It shows your level of ignorance, not ours. Now the joke's on you. Your prejudice attitude is a buzz. You try to make us the butt of your jokes, but you're exposing yourself. Oh.
So instead of Kamala Harris giving us policy to benefit Black people, she gave us shaking Megan Thee Stallion. That is what she thinks Black people deserves.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this.
You misrepresent us, but we stand tall. Confident in our lineage, proud and strong. Your stereotypes don't define our soul. We break barriers, taking control. You can paint us wrong, but we stand right, rise above all hate. Unified, no debate. Broke free from the chains we face by all the noise. But keep talking, you're the fool. We play it cool. Collard greens in a bathtub, an image that's cheap and classless. You keep repeating the same old plantation bullshit, tired narrative we outgrew. Jokes on you.
So I know how to make a mean pot of greens. I had so many that I had to wash that we ended up washing them in the bathtub.
Collard greens in a bathtub, an image that's cheap and classless. Ooh. Collard greens in a bathtub, an image that's cheap and classless. Ooh.
The entire directive that we outgrew, but we see through your facade.
Jokes on you. Jokes on you.
I see Indian people at the supermarket, on the street. Everyone's like, Kamala Harris is Indian, right? It's like the thing we're so excited about to have you running for president.
Yeah.
So we're both Indian,
Yes.
but actually we're both South Indian.
Yes.
She was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was Black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn Black, and now she wants to be known as Black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she Black?
She has always identified as a Black woman. She went to a historically Black college.
I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she became a Black person.
Just to be clear.
And all of a sudden, she made a turn and she became a black person. Shout out to Trump for a little bit of truth. Oh, Lord, oh, Lord. And a sea filled with lies. We got a little bit of truth. Guys, smash the like button on the way in, subscribe to the channel, share the video, and hit the Cash App or the PayPal if you support the mission. Your boy is still demonetized and shadow banned, so I appreciate you guys for helping me keep the lights on. This broadcast is all about the bug dancing, cooning, and buffooning that Steve Harvey is doing for Kamala Harris as of late. This is a live call-in show, so if anybody wants to provide some commentary, the link is in the chat. Let's get into the content.
Ads and stuff like that. Yeah. The ad I'm running right now. This is free.
Free. Please go vote for Kamala Harris. Do it for free.
Kamala Harris campaign ad right now. Please vote. The black vote is not for sale.
It is not.
But it is a very, very viable force. It really is important. And that's why everybody wants it, man.
That's right.
And because let me tell you something. If you look at just look at the last presidential election, when it got down to Michigan, Wisconsin, it got down to Philadelphia, it got down to Georgia, Atlanta. Yeah. Philly, Pennsylvania. All those, the Republicans were winning out in the suburbs. When they got to the inner cities where we heavily populate Atlanta, Philadelphia, Detroit, Milwaukee, that turned the election. Yeah. And the same thing can happen this time. And they all know it. Why do you think Donald Trump, who don't give a damn about the National Association of Black Journalists, would even walk his ass out there? He was out there to try to make black people think that he's done more for black people than any president since Abraham Lincoln.
Okay, first of all, Abraham Lincoln didn't do anything for black people. Second of all, you were meeting with Trump not too long ago, so it's interesting that you're speaking against him. Third of all, why is Steve trying to convince us to vote for Kamala? Isn't this the same dude who said it don't matter if she does anything for black people, we got to vote? Ain't this the same dude who said we ain't gonna get no reparations? I mean, y'all, let's get into the slick shit that Steve Harvey has been saying. This is ridiculous. Let's take a look at the bug dancing.
Too long existed, and I put this all in the context of another reason I'm doing this story. Since we came in office, we passed bipartisan infrastructure law. We are putting billions of dollars on the streets of America to upgrade sidewalks, roads, bridges, freeways. Do you know that over 90% of construction companies employ 20 or fewer people? Those are small businesses. Think about, we are putting over $1 trillion by my calculation on the streets of America over the next 10 years to invest in a clean energy economy, adaptation and resilience to extreme climate occurrences, federal contracts. What we are doing with the chips.
Yeah, and guys, don't get it twisted. That's not my audio. I promise that's not technical difficulties on my side of things. You know, when Kamala and Steve meet up, it just has to be a janky production. You know, it just has to be a janky production. So sorry for the static you hear. That's just whatever mic issues they had during this meeting.
And Science Act. We are investing in semiconductor manufacturing here in the United States because we know and we learned, we didn't know before during the pandemic, this supply chain thing can really mess them up. And we need domestic production and manufacturing of some of these essential needs. So in the last 3 years, our accomplishments around growing the economy of America in a broad-based economic policy means putting trillions of federal dollars into the economy, which will require for it to be meaningful, folks to take up those contracts to do the work that is about building up our nation. So that's part of why I'm here, is to ask everyone here, help me get out the word of what we are doing, and that the Small Business Administration, as an example, and we have representatives here, we have the Deputy Secretary of Commerce here, the Deputy Secretary of Treasury here, help get the word out about what is available, because too often, like I said, Black folks are 3 times less likely to apply for these things. But we gotta let people know that it's there so that they will apply and take advantage of what we are doing, including.
I wonder if you know that I know he's lying right now. Oh, you got the new Margellas? That's what's up, that's what's up, I see you. That's your BMW? That's nice. That's your girl? Golly. Okay, I see you. But I just want to know one thing. You ready? Why the fuck you lying?
Have finally gotten rid of the prohibition on people with a criminal record being able to apply for SBA loans. We just got rid of that. So now, for those who are formerly incarcerated or who have a conviction for a crime, that will no longer prohibit people from being eligible for small business loans. Help me.
Yeah, Kamala, you're not slick. Guys, I'm a lifelong entrepreneur. I became a realtor at 18 years old. I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. So let me tell you, SBA loans, Small Business Association loans, those are extremely hard to get. To qualify for a SBA loan, you have to have equity, you have to own a home, you have to have some kind of collateral you can put up. They're not just giving anybody an SBA loan. So the fact that she changed the rules, or she was part of changing the rules so felons can get SBA loans, that's not really going to impact the Black community like she's fronting as if it's going to.
Let me get the word out. That's why I'm here.
Well, that's good, because might as well be able to get a small business loan, because you can be president too with a criminal record. So that's a nice exchange. Ain't that bad? You know, look, I've been reading this paper because I got to stay I got a headache trying to stay on course. So just let me go off this paper for a minute. Before y'all start calling my radio show and DMing me, talking about why you ain't asked no hard-hitting questions, that ain't what this is. I'm throwing a lob. This is the alley-oop for a dunk, because this administration needs to get the word out of what they're actually doing and what they're actually accomplishing, so we can stop all this foolishness about what you're doing for Black people.
What the fuck did he just say? And I quote, so we can stop all this foolishness about what you're doing for Black people. So we can stop all this foolishness. What? This nigga's controlled opposition. Did him, hey, help me out. And shout out to Derek. Derek says, keep fact checking. We'll do, brother. We'll do. I need y'all to help me fact check. Did they pledge the same fraternity? Are they part of sister fraternities, sister sororities or something? I mean, did they go to the same HBCU or something? I mean, what's going on here? What's going on here? So you can stop people asking what you gonna do about Black people. Stop it. Guys, we got to call this segment Coonin' for Kamala.
Because I got to stay I got a headache trying to stay on course, so just let me go off this paper for a minute. Before y'all start calling my radio show and DMing me, talking about why you ain't asked no hard-hitting questions, that ain't what this is.
That's a disservice to our fucking community. You got somebody vying for political power of the nation, and that's not what this is. We can't ask her nothing hard. We can't ask her nothing challenging. Oh, good Lord. These cooning ass old heads. I'm telling you, I'm on their ass. No diddy.
I'm throwing a lob. This is the alley-oop for a dunk, because this administration needs to get the word out of what they're actually doing and what they're actually accomplishing, so we can stop all this foolishness about what you're doing for Black people. Can't nobody come out with no agenda and call it this for Black people and expect to get in the White House. You got to.
What the fuck is that? Is that an allegory? Was that supposed to be allegory, guys? You can't expect her to say she's doing something for Black people if what she does for Black people has to go through the White House. Nigga, are you telling child nursery rhymes? Or what the fuck is what? Huh? Okay, sir. I don't think you know, sir. Just because it's called the White House doesn't mean she can't do something for Black people specifically. I mean, the Asians got a whole anti-Asian hate crime bill, and that was specifically for Asians, and that went through that same White House. So, does he think niggas just this stupid? Yo, they really just think we dumb. Yo, they think we dumb. They think we still watch BET like we did when we was little, before we knew any better. They don't think we're informed. Oh my, it just dawned on me. They really think the Black community is ignorant.
Word out about what is available, because too often, like I said, Black folks are 3 times less likely to apply for these things. But we gotta let people know that it's there so that they will apply and take advantage of what we are doing, including we have finally gotten rid of the prohibition on people with a criminal record being able to apply for SBA loans. We just got rid of that. So now, for those who are formerly incarcerated or who have a conviction for a crime, that will no longer prohibit people from being eligible for small business loans. Help me get the word out. That's why I'm here.
Why is she trying to act like she our people and she's of our culture? Stop the cap, ma'am. Stop the cap. We know who your community is, Kamala. We know who your community, Kamala. Don't pander to us when we know you're not one of us. You're not like us in the slightest. This is the culture you come from, Kamala.
Struggle bubble, bitch. We in the struggle hustle, bitch. We eating struggle bubble after struggle bubble. Niggas really want them struggle bubbles, bitch. I'm about to show you how to really make a struggle bubble. Add some cocaine to your struggle. I don't give a fuck about the muscle, bitch. Use the hustle. Hurry up, more cocaine on the struggle. Little bit of chives on it, make it live on it. Dip some whole coke out the hustle. Put some cocaine in your struggle bubble, bitch. Gotta mix your struggle bubble with your motherfucking hand, bitch, cause you in a struggle. Yeah. You want some struggle balls? Eating struggle bubble, bitch, break them through your jaws. Yeah. Going through your drawers, make that booty itch, bitch, off the struggle. I don't give a fuck, this a hustle. We gon' eat struggle after this motherfucking struggle. Bitch, you want a motherfucking bubble. We gon' eat struggle bubbles, bitch. You gotta dip them in the water quick. You gotta make them hot. This is struggle bubbles, bitch. Make you a struggle bubble, bitch. Eat you a struggle bubble, bitch, till your motherfucking ass rich. Bitch, you want some struggle real quick? Mix that struggle up. Fuck that bubble up. Bitch, want some struggle bubbles? I'ma show you how to make a fucking struggle bubble. Bitch, get some struggle. Make sure your ass in trouble. Bitch, dip the motherfucking struggle bubbles. Bitch, push the motherfucking struggle bubbles.
Come on, Kamala, you're not slick. You're not slick in the slightest. You are not like us. Our struggle is different than your struggle. Although we struggled, we didn't have to whip up the goop scoop struggle bubble. Good Lord, she really want us to think she's a Black American, guys. This is sickening. Both of her parents are Hindu. Her daddy's half Hindu, half Irish. She's literally the descendant of Jamaican slave masters. They have a whole town named after him. She grew up in fucking Canada until it was time to go to college. And then she came to America to go to an HBCU and start her cosplaying. Stop the cap, Kamala. We know where you come from.
It's a line for the goop scoop, get it gone. It's a line for the goop scoop, take it home. You gotta get you some goop scoop and take it home.
That's her uncle right there. Ain't that Kamala's uncle right there? Come on, ain't that Kamala's uncle right there? That look like that could be her uncle.
Get you some goop scoop and get it gone. I need a big bag of goop scoop for my friends. Need a big bag of goop scoop for my mans. My mama called, said she wants some damn goop scoop. I said, damn mama, we ain't got no goop scoop. She said, take your ass up to go to goop scoop. Larry and them, Surrey and them, Scary and them. I said, hurry up, bitch, you got some cherries in them, some berries in them, some berries in them. I said, mama, it don't come with no that in it. Your ass wanna have a little cat in it. Fuck around, get a little piece of rat in it. This some goop scoop, mama. This ain't no, yeah, mama. Mama really wants some goop scoop. She said, send her some goop scoop from the coop. I said, baby, we ain't got no more goop.
Come on, y'all. Come on. Stop with the cosplaying, Kamala. Steve, stop cooning for Kamala. cocooning and cosplay is at an all-time high in 2024, ain't it, y'all?
Well, that's good because might as well be able to get a small business loan because you can be president too when you put on the record. So that's a nice exchange. Ain't that bad? You know, look, I've been reading this paper because I got to stay I got a headache trying to stay on course. So just let me go off this paper for a minute. Before y'all start calling my radio show and DMing me, talking about why you ain't asked so hard-hitting questions, that ain't what this is. I'm throwing a lob. This is an alley-oop for a dunk. Because this administration needs to get the word out of what they're actually doing and what they're actually accomplishing, so we can stop all this foolishness about what you're doing for black people. Can't nobody come out with no agenda and call it just for black people and expect to get in the White House. You got to play the game different. Y'all know what this is. So now this next question is another lob for her to dump. Because they have done a lot, man. See, I'm on this radio show, I'm hearing all these people talking about, I'm not voting if they're not doing nothing for us. Listen to me. If you do not vote, the analytics will show. They know how many women vote, they know the age you are when you vote. If we don't vote, how we going to ask for something next time? If you ain't got no voting power, you talking about reparations. Ain't nobody finna give you no reparations and you don't vote.
Wow, look at how they talk down to us. They really think we juvenile. They think we ain't got no intellect. Getting reparations doesn't really have much to do with voting for presidency, dumbass. Reparations would be a bill, perhaps an act of Congress, perhaps even an amendment to the Constitution. Those things don't have anything to do with who holds political office, dumbass. Oh, y'all want the reparations? Well, y'all better vote, because if y'all vote for the couch, then they're going to tally up that the black folks don't vote, and then there won't be no black voting power, and then you won't get reparations. You know what? You won't get reparations unless you vote for Kamala. The Kamala's going to give you reparations, because if you don't vote for Kamala and you don't vote for no one, then your voting power will be zero, and then you can't get no reparations. So vote for Kamala if you want the reparations, I say. Oh, jive-ass, clown-ass fuck nigga. Oh, my God.
You think they could give us some money? No, man. I hope they do. They owe us. I'll go down there.
Look at how he makes a mockery of our reparations claim, y'all. Look at how he makes a fucking joke out of us advocating for reparations. This is so disgusting. This is so distasteful. God damn. Cat Williams warned us about this fool at the start of the year, didn't he?
I'm sorry. I know I ain't coming back next year. Appreciate y'all having me. Madam Vice President, this is another part of this conversation because it affects us all. It's about housing. And another thing that you've been involved in over the years has been about housing. And it remains a priority for families all across the country. So talk more about the work that's being done to address the obstacles that's being presented in front of all of us as we try to gain housing.
So you're right, Steve. I mean, back when I was Attorney General of California, I sued the 5 biggest banks of the country during the foreclosure crisis. And you'll remember that a lot of black families were targeted with those promises of these loans, zero payment down, and people ended up going bankrupt. So this is something I focused on for a long time. And here again, let's look at it through the context of obstacles and opportunities. So home ownership is probably one of the most effective and efficient and fastest ways to grow intergenerational wealth. Just think about it in this context. You own a home, and then your child says, you know, Daddy, I want to go to Howard University. Yes.
She can't flex no thing she's done for us. She can't flex nothing she's accomplished while she's already been in the White House for the last 4 years. She's going to try to flex that she went to Howard. We don't care that you went to one of the boule HBCUs created by white folks, dumbass.
You can say to your child, honey, you don't have to take out some loans to do that. I'll take some equity out of the house. Or let's say your daughter says, I want to start a small business. And you can say to your child, honey, you don't have to take out a loan. I will take some equity out of the house.
This ignorant ass bitch. They don't think that we're smart, guys. Guys, I was a realtor from 18 to like 24, 25. I was a teenager managing people's largest financial transaction of their life. A lot of people watching right now may not be homeowners. So when you hear her talking about, oh, instead of getting a student loan, you can take out some equity on your property. Oh, instead of getting this loan, you can get a credit on your property. That's still a fucking loan, dumbass. That's still a loan. Let's say your kid needs $50,000 for college, right? And you own your home. Well, first of all, really, the illusion of home ownership is a powerful illusion because really the bank owns your fucking home. Your bank owns your home until you pay that 30-year mortgage. That's what's going on. But if you get lucky and if you bought your property at a good price, and let's say you bought it, just for quick math's sake, let's say you bought it for $200,000 and now it's worth $250,000. Well, now you got $50,000 of equity. So instead of your child taking out a student loan, you can take out a loan against the equity on your property. And that loan is backed by the collateral that is the equity of your property. But guess what? It's still a fucking loan. It's still a loan. Matter of fact, it would be easier and simpler to not own your home, to just rent. And then if your child needs a student loan, get them a student loan. But you see what they got to do is they got to get us vested in all these American scams. Home ownership is one of the biggest scams. I'll be the first one to tell you. I was a part of it. I was getting paid 6% commission on the sale of the property. Do the math on that, y'all. The average home price in my time when I was a realtor in California, homes were selling for $550,000, $600,000 easily, and I'm getting 6% of that. I was a part of one of the largest lobbying organizations in the world. It's for sure the largest lobbying organization in the US of A, the National Association of Realtors. We rigged the market. That's why you got to give a realtor 6% commission. We rigged the market. We get you invested in this scheme that we call the illusion of the American dream of home ownership. So you see how she's doing multiple things. She's killing multiple birds with one stone. She's trying to convince you that she's going to do something for Black folks by making it easier for us to buy a home, because instead of getting a student loan, we can get a home equity loan, right? Like it's not still a fucking loan. And then she's also trying to get us invested in this American illusion of home ownership. Home ownership is not for everybody, just like entrepreneurship is not for everybody. Matter of fact, buying a home is one of the worst investments that you can make unless you're looking at it as not your home, but as an investment. And most people don't buy a home as an investment unless they're a real estate investor. They look at it as a place that they're living. And they look at it with sentimental value instead of as an investment that needs to produce a return.
To give you some startup capital. Intergenerational wealth. Okay, but that's a fact. Now let's talk about other facts. Let's talk about, we don't even need to go as far back as 40 acres in a mule never happened. Let's go to the GI Bill. You know, we just celebrated.
Why don't we go back to 40 acres and a mule? See how she moving the goalposts? I mean, we don't have to go back to 40 acres and a mule, but let's talk about the GI Bill. What the fuck are you talking about? 40 acres and a mule was reparations for all descendants of slaves. The GI Bill only affects veterans of the military. What is she talking about? Hey, y'all. We don't got to go back to 40 acres and a mule, but let's talk about the United States Army GI Bill.
take some equity out of the house. Or let's say your daughter says, I want to start a small business. And you can say to your child, honey, you don't have to take out a loan. I will take some equity out of the house to give you some startup capital.
That's still a loan. She just played with the wordplay to deceive us. Hey, honey, instead of taking a student loan, let me take out a home equity line of credit.
Intergenerational wealth. Okay, but that's a fact. Now let's talk about other facts. Let's talk.
And since you want to talk about housing, you dumb, babbling, bush baby bitch, we own so much real estate in the United States, and the government took it from us by eminent domain. They took interstates and freeways and drove them through historical Black communities. So we have ownership. And guess what happens when the government wants to fuck with you? They have something called eminent domain. So home ownership is not the end all be all. Dumb broad. God.
Talk about, we don't even need to go as far back as 48 because it's a new one that happened. Let's go to the GI Bill. You know, we just celebrated D-Day. So remember, we call them the greatest generation, those mostly men who went to war and put America on the map as a leader around global peace and security. So the United States government, in essence, said, the people said, Are
you talking about the same United States government that discriminated against us and had draconian Jim Crow laws, but then at the same time forced us to go to Vietnam to die in the jungles when our real enemy was here all along? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, Kamala, you shouldn't talk about the history of the United States military and Black folks. The first time that there was legalized segregation was during the Revolutionary War, when they needed Black folks to fight for the colonists, but they wanted them to be separate. That was the first kind of segregation our nation ever had. What are you talking about? Don't get me started on the Tuskegee Airmen and how they were the best and the brightest, and they still face racism, prejudice, and discrimination against their own government. We going to fight the Nazis and we getting discriminated against, can't even eat in the same barracks as white soldiers, but you got the nerve to pull some shit out your ass about a GI Bill? Okay.
The greatest generation, you sacrificed so much. We owe you, and we believe in you. And there were policies then to boost their standing through loans, specific grants given to them to buy homes. So here was this incredible boost. Here's the reality. Black servicemen, because of what we know to be racial bias and racism in the system, did not receive those loans at the same rate. So where you saw public policy that was about a boost, right? We had disparities before that happened. And then you see the disparities grow even more. Take into account segregation.
No, princess, I can't be president, because if I become president, half my brain will blow out the back of the coupe on some JFK type shit.
Redlining, urban renewal, where in so many Black cities in particular, they would build freeways straight through the neighborhood, which would cut the business community, commerce off from the neighborhoods.
Okay, you speak in my language. So are you gonna present a reparations package for all historically Black communities that were disproportionately affected by eminent domain? Or are you just giving us lip service? You ignorant ass tether bitch. Guys, she's giving us lip service right now. I don't think she's going to present a 5-point plan of action to rectify the eminent domain that disproportionately affected Black communities, yo. I don't think she's going to go there with rectification nor reparations. I think she's just giving us mental masturbation.
Over and over again, we have seen these inflection points in the history of our country that have set folks back around home ownership. So one thing that we have to do is speak truth about that. And the second piece of it then is, what are we going to do to accommodate the fact that we have far too many folks who, for example, in Black families, there's no history in their immediate family of home ownership. What are we doing to give them a boost? So we are proposing a policy, which we are on track.
Oh, Lord. Good Lord. This is the first time I've ever heard Kamala Harris propose a policy, guys. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to get my hopes up. I'm not going to hold my breath. I value my life too much. But guys, I'm kind of excited. This is the first time I've heard this broad present a policy. Let's see what this policy is about.
Back to getting done. So that if you are the first generation in your family to go for home ownership, you'll get a $25,000 credit for down payment.
Huh? What? If you're the first person going for a home ownership in your family, you're going to get a $25,000 down payment credit. Guys, I've worked in finance. I've worked with mortgages, escrows, real estate for over a decade now. Those down payment assistance programs, those down payment credit programs are scams. The bank gets it back tenfold on the back end. They'll give you $25,000 credit up front, and then you're going to end up paying that loan back plus $30,000 in interest. That's how they get you. Oh, yeah, we're going to give you $25,000 as a down payment assistance, and that's only going to increase your monthly mortgage by like an extra $150. But when it's all said and done, you done spent $60,000, $70,000 for that $25,000 credit up front. Damn, the scheming. And it takes somebody like me who's been in real estate to break it down to you, because on the surface, that shit sound good. On the surface, that shit sounds sweet. Oh, if I'm the first person in my family to buy a home, I'm going to get a $25,000 credit. No, that's a scheme. They going to get it back sevenfold on the back end. Yes, balloon payment at the end. Yes. Yes, don't even get me started about the variable interest rate scheme. I think they're trying to bring that shit back. Come on. A $25,000 credit? That ain't nothing when the house is $600,000. How you going to qualify for the mortgage? We can't even qualify for the mortgage. What are we talking about? You got to prove that you make 3-4 times the rent. And nowadays, the average home price in California, at least, is $600,000. Can you help us get in a position to buy a home, not give those who are already in a position to buy a little tax cut? You ain't slick. I'm on to you.
And if you are first in your family generationally, first time home ownership, qualify for $400 a month in credits to go toward paying your mortgage.
And another credit scam. So they're going to take $400 off your mortgage, but you going to pay 10 times that in the back end. Come on, don't fall for it, y'all. Don't fall for it. Please don't fall for it. They do these schemes all the time. They do it with solar panels. Oh, if you buy these $60,000, $80,000 solar panels, you're going to get a little tax rebate at the end of the year. They do it with electric vehicles. Oh, if you buy an electric vehicle, we're going to give you a little tax break at the end. No, these are all schemes to give you the illusion, of progress.
So these are some of the issues that we are seeking to address. There's another issue. Home appraisals. Again, it's about speaking truth, right? So
again, she's going to go on some word salad about how black folks get their homes appraised lower, and you got to take down the pictures of your black family so they don't know black people live there, blah, 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 blah. And guess what? A broken clock is right twice a day. She's correct. But guess what she's doing once again? She's pandering to the upper middle class within our community. She gonna talk about home appraisals. We can't even afford to buy a home in the first place. What the fuck are we worried about? One day when we sell the home, is it gonna be appraised at the proper value? These are rich people problems. These are rich folk problems. Come on. The average everyday black American is not sitting around hoping that their home appraisal comes back at the fair market condition. No. This is that bourgeoisie boule issues.
And I have to give great credit to the former Secretary of HUD, Marshall Fudge, who we worked on this for a while, and so this is where it is. Home appraisals. How many people here have heard the story about a black family wants to sell their home or maybe take out a second mortgage, needs to get the home appraised for its value? And they call in the appraiser. The appraiser comes in and appraises it for a certain number. The family knows that's too low. So then they get in touch with some friends of the family who are white and say, why don't y'all come over with your family pictures? We'll take ours down. You invite an appraiser over. The house appraisers are higher.
What's going on, guys? Am I a prophet? Am I a soothsayer? Or can I just see the trickery from a mile away? I told you she was going to say this shit, didn't I? This is my first time reacting to this. This is a live reaction. I've never seen this video, and I knew she was going to go there, didn't I? Come on. Come on. And see, she's not of our culture, so she doesn't even understand how the scenario works. The scenario is your realtor advises you to take down your family photos or to stage your home so that the potential buyers, the prospective buyers, don't realize it's an African-American, a quote-unquote African-American family living there. This bitch can't even get the story straight. She's talking about, oh yeah, you got some white friends, and your white friends is going to give you their family photos, and you're going to put the white friends family photos in your house. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Kamala, just stop. You're trying too hard. This is giving me greens in the bathtub vibes.
I know how to make a mean pot of greens. In fact, people used to ask me to make greens for them for Christmas. One year, I had so many that I had to wash that we ended up washing them in the bathtub.
Yeah. Just like she was washing greens in the bathtub, she heard from a bird that a black family had to go hit up their white friends that had a white family and get some of their white family photos and put up the white photos. And all right, Kamala, all right.
Racial bias in home appraisals is a real issue. Again, contributing to what we would see then in terms of disparities around the ability to accumulate and grow wealth. So what we have done is we are now requiring that home appraisers receive racial bias training.
Wow, that's so revolutionary. We're gonna have home appraisers sit through some little online web module about race bias. Okay. That's like saying, hey, a lot of cops are disproportionately killing unarmed black people. Yeah, the way we'll fix it is we'll make them sit on the Zoom call for 30 minutes and we're gonna give them some racial training. Okay, guys, all right. Miss me with the symbology. Miss me with the wordplay. We need action, y'all. We need action.
If you're looking to get genealogy consultation, I highly recommend Mike. You know, he was very thorough, prompt, very knowledgeable. Even taught me some stuff about the background of Indian ancestry and heritage that I didn't know. The biggest piece of it was he taught me how to pull records and really dig into those records to make sure that I have things to match up to be able to take back for my citizenship. So I really appreciate everything he does, and I highly recommend Mike as your genealogist.
To Mike TV. This was a really good consultation. If you're curious about your Native American history, this brother knows what he's talking about. He has a wealth of knowledge, wealth of information, and his prices is legit. So book a consultation, go through the process, and see what comes out on the other side.
Any doubt, get it out your head immediately. So yeah, like I'm going to continue to work with Mike as much as I can. So I want to say thank you, Mike, for actually taking the time out and talk with me and my husband. Like, you definitely informed us on a lot of things. And the people out there that's watching, he will also inform you on a lot of things that you may not even know about. So I want to say thank you again, Mike.
Yes, again, what are these seemingly small issues, but are very big issues when you talk about the overall ability of folks to catch up and to build the kind of wealth that we know is an entitlement, is a right of every hardworking person. So that's part of what we're doing on homeownership.
Damn, so we finally hear this broad talk about some policy, and she said she's proposing, just a proposal, $25,000 down payment credit a $400 a month mortgage credit, racial bias training for home appraisers. Was that it? Was that all? That's a whole bunch of nothing. That's a huge nothing burger.
I think another important thing to point out from this administration is what's being done about debt. Because debt, look, I got 7 kids and all of them went to college. And they were fortunate enough where they didn't have to deal with that, right? But the average person is smothered with this debt. That's right. They're struggling out here with this debt, these medical bills and all like this. Talk to us about what you all's plan has been, what the administration has done and wants to do pertaining to debt.
Listen, boss. Listen here, massa. You done lied to us about housing. Can you lie to us about debt now?
Of the student loan debt. We have now, and anybody who has received student loan debt forgiveness, please testify. Everywhere. We have forgiven over $160 billion of student loan debt for over 5 million Americans.
Wow, what do you know? The United States government doesn't properly regulate financiers that sell student loan debt. They allowed them for decades now to do predatory lending practices, and now they're finally going to give a little bit of forgiveness. Wow, they're so progressive. Y'all, back in the day, they used to have the banks on the college campuses signing people up for credit cards and shit. No credit card application needed, giving out credit cards and loans to anybody with a pulse, predatory lending in its finest. But now she's going to give some people a break.
And I have to emphasize, that was not without a whole lot of people that did not want that to happen. We had to fight to push it through. The courts ruled against us on a part of it, and so we found another way of doing it. But here's the thing about student loan debt, especially what we know for our community. You look, for example, HBCUs, and the vast majority of HBCU students are program recipients. Folks have to take out these student loans, and what we have found, especially when I meet many places, many times, people who are public service, our teachers, our nurses, firefighters, God knows we don't pay them enough as it is. And so what we are doing is we are forgiving student loan debt, and for our public service, doubling the amount of student loan debt that we are forgiving. Here's what I want to ask the leaders in the room in terms of helping get the word out. Please help people know this. You can qualify for student loan debt even if you did not graduate. Help get the word out. And again, it's about the logic, but it's about the logic behind it. It's just about the logic behind it. Here's the thing. So most people, many people leave college because they can't afford it. But the loan is still due. So we are forgiving student loan debt, including for people who do not graduate, because we understand the nature of the problem.
There shouldn't be exorbitant student loan debt in the first place, you ignoramus. Hey, we're going to get you guys caught up in trillions of dollars in debt, and then we're finally going to forgive some of it. How about you make it a fair and equitable system so that we're not forced into debt slavery to get y'all don't understand how down bad the system is. This is why I preach entrepreneurship. It's not for everybody, but God damn it, it's for me. Because check this out. They want you to get a huge loan to get a degree, and you need that degree to get a job, and you need that job so you can participate in the illusion of home ownership. And then you got to go to that job to pay for that home that you can enjoy, because all day you at the job paying off the home and the loan to get you the degree needed for the job. See how this is a huge scam, guys? You see how it's a huge scam? you need this degree to get the job. And the job is really all that money is paying off that degree. And then if you fall for the hype and buy a house, well, now you're spending the next 30 years paying the bank off for the loan they gave you for the house. So now you can't stop your job or focus on your dreams because you got this debt hanging over you. And God damn it, I did do 2 semesters in high school before I dropped out at 18 and became a realtor. But the first thing they taught us in econ class was debt equals slavery. So they've created a new system that have made voluntary slaves out of everybody. It's voluntary technically, but we're slaves by circumstance. Like Steve Harvey said, he's rich, he's wealthy, his kids ain't got to worry about student loans and stuff. But if you're an average American, you are a debt slave by proxy. Let's talk about it.
We're trying to fix it. Medical debt. Medical debt, for the most part, comes about because of a medical emergency. It is something folks don't plan for. It certainly is not something people want. And what ends up happening is people then accumulate.
The native Black American and a proud member of the Muscogee Creek Nation, I understand the importance of tracing your lineage. Help me help you discover your roots with a personalized genealogy consultation. Paper trail genealogy matters. DNA tests can't prove ethnicity or tribal affiliation. You must search through paper records to dive deep into your family heritage. During the meeting, I will teach you how to navigate the genealogy process with ease. You'll learn how to link tribal affiliation with your ancestors, and I'll show you the step-by-step process I went through to gaining tribal citizenship. Take the first step to unlocking your past. To book a consultation, send an email to mike@keymediapro.com.
For Kamala Harris. I'm just sick of the black people on the internet talking about I'm not with her. Okay, so if you're not with her, that means you with Trump. And y'all need to block every last one of their asses on Facebook and on Instagram and social media and stop. Like, that's just garbage.
Yeah.
It's just garbage.
Can
Everybody
we be
got to
united
find,
on anything?
can't agree on a damn bucket of chicken. One person want a hot dog.
So I know how to make a mean pot of greens. In fact, people used to ask me to make greens for them for Christmas. One year, I had so many that I had to wash that we ended up washing them in the bathtub.
Collard greens in a bathtub, an image that's cheap and classless. You keep repeating the same old plantation bullshit, tired narrative we outgrew. Jokes on you. Collard greens in a bathtub, an image that's cheap and classless.
You support reparations for Black people.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No.
Can't listen to the lies no more. You ratchetness and twerking in our face to degrade our image. It's not us, it's you. It shows your level of ignorance, not ours. Now the joke's on you. Your prejudice attitude is a bust. You try to make us the butt of your jokes, but you exposing yourself. Oh.
So instead of Kamala Harris giving us policy to benefit Black people, she gave us shaking Megan Thee Stallion. That is what she think Black people deserves.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this.
You misrepresent us, but we stand tall. Confident in our lineage, proud and strong. Your stereotypes don't define our soul. We break barriers, taking control. You can paint us wrong, but we stand right. Rise above all hate, unified, no debate. Broke free from the chains we face by all the noise. But keep talking, you're the fool. We play it cool. Collard greens in a bathtub, an image that's cheap and classless. You keep repeating the same old plantation bullshit, tired narrative we outgrew. Jokes on you.
So I know how to make a mean pot of greens. I had so many that I had to wash that we ended up washing them in the bathtub.
Collard greens in a bathtub, an image that's cheap and classless. Ooh. Collard greens in a bathtub, an image that's cheap and classless. Ooh.
I am tired with the red star.
I see Indian people at the supermarket, on the street. Everyone's like, Kamala Harris is Indian, right? It's like the thing we're so excited about to have you running for president.
Yeah.
So we're both Indian,
Yes.
but actually we're both South Indian.
Yes.
She was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She is always
But you know
identified
what?
as a black woman.
I
She went to a
respect
historically
either
black
one.
college.
I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she became a black person.
Just to be clear.
I see dead people. Yeah, well, it's like this. Oh, we got to go support the sister. We can get a black woman in the White. No, you're not getting one. Her daddy says his entire background is either Caucasian Irish or Caucasian Hindu. His Irish ancestors owned a bunch of slaves, and none of his ancestors were slaves. He has a grandmother who is a dark-skinned Hindu who was a house servant. So where does Kamala get her black ancestry, since her mother is classified as a Caucasian Tamil Hindu Brahmin caste person? They're dark-skinned, but they're known anthropologically as Indo-Aryans, I-N-D-O hyphen. Aye, monster on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, he a freak though, man down, call her Amber Lambs, tell him breathe bro, nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all, ain't they mama? How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching.
So nice. Are you stressed for making Indian food?
Oh my God, you do it at a taster's. Oh my, you have no idea. This is how my mother kept all of her stuff.
This is so funny. I told my dad I was like bringing over the stuff from the store. He's like, obviously I put them in Taster's Choice.
But this literally was how my mother kept all of this stuff.
That's so funny.
What is that?
Do they tell each
I
other?
don't know.
Hi guys, it's Mindy. I'm here in my kitchen, and today we are cooking, but we have a very special guest. Very special. Senator Kamala Harris.
Hi guys.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walking down whole time, I know he got some hoe in him. Pole on him, extort shit, bully the flow on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs. And party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baca got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 wop. That fuck him up. Wop, 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 wop. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch, ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
Wait, so here's what I want to know.
Okay.
Is it respectful to call, like, I should be calling you Senator Harris, right?
No, you should not. That's not on my birth certificate.
Okay.
Call
Kamala?
Yes, please.
Okay, because the Indian in me, I feel like my parents,
Just
my
don't
dad
call
will
me
watch
au-
this.
Just don't call me auntie.
Okay, I won't call you auntie. They'll be like, how could you call her by her first name? She's worked so hard. Okay, so what we're gonna cook today is an Indian recipe.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
you are Indian.
Yes, yes.
Okay, and I don't know that everybody knows that, but I find that wherever I go and I see Indian people at the supermarket, on the street, everyone's like, Kamala Harris is Indian, right? It's like the thing we're so excited about to have you running for president.
Yeah.
So we're both Indian,
Yes.
but actually we're both South Indian.
Yes. You look like the entire one half of my family.
Okay, thank you.
You do.
I've been telling people
You
we're
do.
related already,
Yeah.
so this is perfect. It's basically true.
They not like us. 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 You think the Bay gon' let you disrespect Pop, nigga?
They keep telling us this woman is going to be the first Black American female president. Not only is she not Black American, but she came from an immigrant mother from India, and her father, born in Jamaica, is Irish and Indian. They've been getting over on us since 2020, telling us this woman was Jamaican. And of course, when people hear that, they automatically believe that her father is Black. But no, her father is Indian and Irish, and he's very proud to be a descendant of an Irish slave master. There's a whole town named after this slave master in Jamaica. But they fool us because of her parents' skin color. They have brown skin, so we think they're black, when neither one of them are.
I think that Oakland show go be your last stop, nigga. They cold foul, I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches.
But Aryans look exactly like Kamala Harris. They're swarthy, dark-haired, dark-eyed, and they're classified as Caucasian. So she's got a Caucasian mother, Caucasian dad. Where the hell does she come in being black? And even if her great-grandmother was part black, that's still not enough to make her black in America. She'd still be a typical white person.
The audience not dumb. Shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep. I can go further, I promise. Ain't there some B-rest stands for bitch and you Malibu most wanted.
And it was not only that, but you also worked with them to oppose busing. And, you know, there was a little girl in California who was part of the second class to integrate her public schools. And she was bused to school every day. And that little girl was me.
Biden turned and looked at her like, who? Well, Kamala said it was her, but Judge Brown is saying she went to school in Canada K through 12. As a child after her parents broke up, she moved to Canada with her mother, graduated from high school there, then moved back to America until she went to college.
I love when you lying like that, so I'ma keep lying like that, I love when you lying like that, so I'ma keep lying like that.
She was born in the same hospital in the same 12-month period my ex-wife was, and my ex, now late mother-in-law, was a paternity nurse in the same delivery room where she was born. So yeah, she comes from that, but her mother was a Hindu, a visiting scholar, and her daddy was a visiting Hindu scholar, also professor. So how does she become from that background? She becomes a black woman. She's not. She's a fake. She's been faking her whole damn life.
Ain't no love boy, you ball boy, fresh Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. You niggas will get a wedgie, be flipped over your boxes, or over your foe. The other vaginal option, pussy.
So I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
So we can stop all this foolishness about what you're doing for black people.
You want to see what the deal is? If you're white and black, do they call you white? No. They call you black, or that other N-word. If you are Chinese and black, they don't call you Chinese, they call you black. But she's supposed to be Hindu and black, and what do they call her in her own community? Hindu. So, yeah, she's lying. She went all through California being district attorney of San Francisco. Then she became attorney general for California. Asian, that's classified as Asian. Hindu, that's from India. Asian Hindu all through California. Now she's black. She went to Howard. Yes. She's an AKA. Yes. But that doesn't make her black. She grew up in Canada. Her yearbook that you can find online if you want to go spend the time looking it up, in which she published when she had some things going on in California, it says she went from kindergarten through 12th grade in Canada. She lied about being bused in elementary school because she never went to elementary school in San Francisco.
Nigga better straighten they posture. Got famous all up in content. Might write this with a doctor. Tell a pop star quit hiding. Fuck a caption, won't action. No accident. I'm hands on. He fuck around, get polished. Fucked on Wayne Grow. He was in jail. That's conniving. Then get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad D-Rose came home. Y'all didn't deserve him neither. From Alondra down to Central. Nigga better not speak on Serena. And your homeboy needs subpoena. That predator moving flocks. That name gotta be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. I lean on you niggas like another line of walk. Yeah, it's all eyes on me and I'ma send it up the pot. Ay, put the road label on me. I'ma get them dropped. Ay, sweet chin music and I won't pass the ox. Ay, how many stocks do I really have in stock? Ay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5 plus 5. Ay, devil is a lie. Here's 69 God. Ay, freaky ass niggas need to stay their ass inside. Ay, roll their ass up like a fresh pack of Zod. Ay, city is back up. It's a must. We outside.
That wants to know, Mike is the real deal. His information is real. He's a humble brother, and he's all about the information. He's not about, personal gain or personal applause, personal credit. This is about our nation. It's not about one individual, but it's about us collectively as a people. And Mike is all about that, So we stand behind the brother 100%.
So I think it was very informative, very educational, very knowledgeable, because you touched on some things that I was aware of, but I wasn't aware in detail. So it kind of gives like an insight to some of the things that are going on today from history. So I think it's very important to learn your genealogy. And I thank you for the information. You're showing us how to navigate through the system. It's worth 75 or maybe a little bit more to me.
If you have any doubt, get it out your head immediately. So yeah, like I'm going to continue to work with Mike as much as I can. So I want to say thank you, Mike, for actually taking the time out and talk with me and my husband. Like, you definitely informed us on a lot of things. And the people out there that's watching, he will also inform you on a lot of things that you may not even know about. So I want to say thank you again, Mike.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me get some fists and feathers in the chat. If you can hear me loud, crisp, and clear, and we'll go ahead and get this party started. We've got the Black Boule running defense for Obama. Obama got exposed for blackfishing the community, acting like she was kinfolk, when really, she barely skinfolk. And now we've got Ricky Smiley, of all people, crying on air, crying on the radio about Kamala Harris, trying to shame Black people into voting for Kamala Harris. Guys, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, share the video, and hit the Cash App or the PayPal if you support the mission. You know they got your boy demonetized and shadow banned, so I thank you guys for supporting directly. Oh, Lord. Before we get into this, I need a little comedic relief, guys. I'm sorry. I need a little comedic relief before we get into the gaslighting, the plantation politics. I just need a little comedic relief. Allow me this quick break.
I know how to make a mean pot of greens. In fact, people used to ask me to make greens for them for Christmas. One year, I had so many that I had to wash that we ended up washing them in the bathtub.
Collard greens in a bathtub, an image that's cheap and classless. Keep repeating the same old plantation bullshit, tired narrative we outgrew. Jokes on you. Collard greens in a bathtub, an image that's cheap and classless. Ooh.
All right, guys, let's get into it. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's see what the Black Boule is trying to make us believe about Obama.
Kamala Harris. I'm just sick of the Black people on the internet talking about I'm not with her. Okay, so if you're not with her, that means you with Trump. And y'all need to block every last one of their asses on Facebook and on Instagram and social media and stop. Like, that's just garbage.
Yeah.
It's just garbage.
Can everybody be united on anything?
Yeah. Can't agree on a damn bucket of chicken. One person want a hot dog.
I always complain.
Black folks get on my damn nerves, man. Why everybody making all these celebrities making all these videos going off on Kamala Harris and stuff, and then the Black men, Kamala Harris didn't prosecute you and treated you bad in court. I got treated bad in court too, but I'm with her because a vote for her. If you sit at home and you don't support her, you are definitely supporting Donald Trump. You can vote for who you want to, but don't be trying to encourage other people and sit up there and put bad stuff. Where's that same energy for Donald Trump?
Yeah. Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm just like, don't vote for him. It is what it is.
Y'all not even out here doing real research. And look at her record. If you do the research or whatever, stop believing everything you read and do real research, you can see what a record is. You can see what she have done. I think you can Google what have Kamala Harris done for the Black community or things that black people benefit from a lot.
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No.
We need to stand with her. We need to stand with her. She's great. She will make a great president. What a blessing to be living in a time where a black woman can become president of the United States of America. In our time, we get a black man and a black woman become president. That's unheard.
Both of them tethers, both of them not from the soil. Obama had a Kenyan sperm donor of a father. His mother was a white Rothschild, Boule, elitist, Bohemian Grove type bitch. And his stepfather, who raised him, was a CIA operative who led a death camp during Vietnam. So yeah, Obama not like us. And neither is Obama. So stop with this tokenism. Oh, look, we could have the first black this and the first black that and the first black that. Yo, we moved beyond that. We evolved beyond that. That was cool in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. We passed that. We passed the sensationalism and the tokenism.
Come on, man.
Stop it.
Messy. Be on the right side of history. Be on the right side of history.
That's so, it's just the Amber Rose and everybody got all these videos and stuff and talking about Kamala Harris talking out of both sides of her. How would you say something so disrespectful? Even if you felt that way, I wouldn't dare make a video or say nothing like that to the vice president of the United States of America that's trying to stand up and that's going to possibly pick 2 United States Supreme Court justices or whatever to try to keep the laws in place that Thurgood Marshall and.
So we should vote for her because she could maybe possibly vote some people into Senate who might possibly do what? Huh? This bitch says she ain't gonna do nothing for us.
Reparations for black people. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
Can't listen to the lies no more. You ratchetness and twerking in our face to degrade our image. It's not us, it's you. It shows your level of ignorance, not ours. Now the joke's on you.
People that have paved the way and try to redo and get back into some of this settled law, women's rights to choose, your voting rights, and Brown versus the Board of Education. Should do your homework.
Well, hold up. Let me just tell you something right here that could be very historic. And Kay pointed this out to me. If Kamala Harris is elected, she would be sworn in.
She could be sworn
on
in
MLK Day
by the first black Supreme
and
Court
possibly by Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, such sensational token. It could happen like on MLK Day, and like a black person could swear her in. And even though Kamala's Indian, she kind of got a little bit of melanin, so we gonna claim her. Like, man, we don't care. We want to know her policy. And so far, she ain't said nothing about no policy. She said, hey, I identify as a black person, so you should vote for me.
Does that not give you chills?
Come on, stop it.
Does that not send
Maria?
Just make your whole body vibrate.
Maria,
oh my
I can go deeper than that. You got a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
Look at them showing their ass. These black boule bourgeoisie Greek fraternity members who be doing some questionable zesty ass hazing rituals to even get down with the Greek cults, the Greek cultish gangs. Yeah, they're Greek frat bros and sis before they're black, y'all. Look what he just said. They're not black first. They're not B1. Their allegiance is to their fucking Greek fraternity that they did some zesty shit with during college way back when they was getting blackout drunk together. Did you hear what he just said? Guys, even beyond it being MLK Day, even beyond it being like a black woman swearing her in, like the Alpha Sigma Gata Theta Beta Weta Cana Meva. What?
Not sin.
Maria,
just make your whole body vibrate.
Maria,
oh my
I can go deeper than that. You got a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated reading in a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated into the damn White House. What's wrong with y'all?
Come on, man. MLK holiday.
But y'all mad because she ain't talking about reparations.
Who was a member of Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity?
Shout out to Profitable Pat says, I was in Phi Beta Sigma. That shit is bootleg all the way. Yes, I was a member of the Kappa League. Yes, I know from experience. Bootleg all the way.
Incorporated.
Come on now.
Come on now. Oh my God, that just gave me chills. That gave me chills.
Game changer, dog.
Y'all better come get me off this radio today.
Come get him.
Hey, you keep going. You want to keep going, dog? You want to keep going?
Oh,
they ain't gonna be mad at you today, Rick. Hey, man.
I don't care. Well, stop me.
Go, dog. Go.
I don't care about who get mad. I know I'm right. Exactly. I know I'm right. Y'all need to stop. Do y'all realize Medgar Evers died for voting rights? All these people that have risked their life from slavery up until the civil rights movement, just where we can have an opportunity to do what we do, to do what we can do. We ain't seen nothing like this since Barack Obama was running for president in 2008. We need to stop.
With his big forehead, Somali-looking daughters. Yeah. Fool me once, shame on. Fool me twice, can't get fooled again, right, guys? Shout out to George Bush. If you know, you know.
The great John Lewis.
Right. John Lewis and Ralph Abernathy. All of these people that have paved the way for us. We are the new civil rights leaders. We got to get behind people like Ben Crump and Kamala Harris and all these people out here that's doing, like Roland Martin and all of these people that's out here, and Joy Reid. If you want to be educated, if you really want to know the truth, all you got to do is turn to MSNBC and watch Joy Reid, and she gonna give you a whole history lesson every night on MSNBC, and then after that, Rachel Maddow.
Did he just shout out another tether, Joy Reid? Y'all help me out. I've never really looked into Ricky Smiley before. I've never, I don't know what the nigga's famous for. I heard Cat Williams talk about him on Club Shay Shay, but is Ricky Smiley even a native Black American? Because why is he shouting out these damn tethers?
Do is just watch.
And it's not opinion, it's facts.
Don't do this right here.
Yeah, and
don't be on the internet doing Kamala Harris like that.
Yeah,
I don't care what issue you got with Black women. Your mama's a Black woman. How about that? Let's start there. I don't care what and I'm talking to the men right here. Your mother is a Black woman. Don't forget that. Don't forget that your sister is a Black woman. And as a Black man, I stand proudly with Kamala Harris this morning with tears in my eyes.
This nigga got tears in his eyes, y'all. This baby back boule bitch of a man is crying on the airwaves over this Indian broad. Okay, I gotta run that back. He got tears in his eyes, y'all. He got tears in his eyes.
Nigga, you gay. You gay. Y'all niggas are gay. That's gay. Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I pushed the wrong button.
That your sister is a Black woman. And as a Black man, I stand proudly with Kamala Harris this morning with tears in my eyes. It means so much to me. Do you know that lady picked up the phone and called me when my son died? How about that? How about how personal her and Joe Biden has been? How about Joe Biden wrote me a letter naming my grandkids and naming my son's name in a personal handwritten letter? How kind, how thoughtful.
Thank you, the WB. He's an entertainer, not a Black leader. He needs to entertain us. Imagine I go to the spa for one of my 2-hour deep tissue massages, and the masseuse is trying to talk to me about some politics and shame me into voting for Kamala Harris. Come on. Imagine I go to the barber, and the barbershop, well, no, it's a little bit different. You know how we get down in the barbershop. But imagine I go to the grocery store and a motherfucker back in my groceries is trying to talk to me about politics. Stay in your place. Stay in your place, Ricky Smiley. Make us laugh. Tell a joke. You ain't no political commentator.
Oh, how genuine.
Please stop. Joe Biden don't even know his own name.
They're just genuine and sincere. And I love people like that. And anybody, the person that got killed at the Trump rally, who do you think called that man's wife to offer his condolences? Joe Biden did. Joe Biden did. Trump didn't call him.
Actually, Trump did call him, but okay, facts don't matter. We're just looking for sensational tokenism. They black, y'all. They say they black. They identify as black. You black. They say they black. I'm black. We're black. It's all black. What's the policy? Oh, it don't matter. They black. We black, y'all.
Black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. I'm bleeding black, blacker than black, black. I'm blacker than black, blacker than black, black. I'm blacker than black, blacker than black, black. I'm blacker than black, yo, because I'm black, black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all.
and he took a bullet at a Trump rally. These are kind, loving people. If you look at their policy, you'll know what's going on. We need to stop, black people. Stop it. Stop attacking Kamala Harris. Stop it with the self-hatred. Even if you don't agree with everything she do, what do you think she can do as the vice president? She ain't not in control of the Congress and the Senate.
So I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
Come on, we got an opportunity here of a lifetime. We'll be dead and gone, but we can say our generation.
Come on, y'all. If you're new to the broadcast, smash that like button, share the video, hit the Cash App or the PayPal if you support the mission. We're going to go ahead and drop the StreamYard link. If anybody wants to call in and provide some commentary, feel free to do so. Just click the link. Doesn't matter if you're on a phone or a computer. Let's keep on with the content.
Because we're not going to live ever. That we voted a black man and a black woman to become president of the United States.
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you. If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
This attitude is a bust. You try to make us the butt of your jokes, but you're exposing yourself.
So instead of Kamala Harris giving us policy to benefit black people, she gave us shaking Megan Thee Stallion. That is what she thinks black people deserves.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this.
You misrepresent us, but we stand tall. Confident in our lineage, proud and strong. Your stereotypes don't define our soul. We break barriers, taking control. You can paint us wrong, but we stand right. Rise above all hate. Unified, no debate. Broke free from the chains we face by all the noise. But keep talking, you're the fool. We play it cool. Collard greens in a bathtub, an image that's cheap and classless.
Shame on you. Fool me twice, can't put the blame on you. That's history. This is what Dr. King died for. This is what Medgar Evers died for. This is what Rosa Parks went to jail for. All of the sacrifices that black people had to make. Your grandmother's cleaning up white people's house and cleaning and scrubbing floors and doing all of this stuff. All these black people made all these sacrifices for us. Well, we can have this opportunity, and then you get a woman, now you want to question her race and question her ability and all this stuff.
Black American and a proud member of the Muscogee Creek Nation, I understand the importance of tracing your lineage. Help me help you discover your roots with a personalized genealogy consultation. Paper trail genealogy matters. DNA tests can't prove ethnicity or tribal affiliation. You must search through paper records to dive deep into your family heritage. During the meeting, I will teach you how to navigate the genealogy process with ease. You'll learn how to link tribal affiliation with your ancestors, and I'll show you the step-by-step process I went through to gaining tribal citizenship. Take the first step to unlocking your past. To book a consultation, send an email to mike@keymediapro.com.
Any doubt, get it out your head immediately. So yeah, like I'm going to continue to work with Mike as much as I can. So I want to say thank you, Mike, for actually taking the time out and talk with me and my husband. Like, you definitely informed us on a lot of things. And the people out there that's watching, he will also inform you on a lot of things that you may not even know about. So I want to say thank you again, Mike.
Why are we doing this? Why are we like this? What is wrong? And I'm sitting here, I should be voting for Trump with the tax bracket that I'm in. But if I have to pay more taxes in order to do what's right, just where somebody else can have food in their mouth and do the right thing or whatever, I want to be on the right side of history. And I mean this. I'm not, I just been holding my peace. I ain't been saying nothing. But man, some of these videos are disturbing. And these memes are disturbing. What we as a people doing to each other. We need to stop. We need to stop. And I'm done. We're going to have her on the show. We're going to support her on this show. We're going to support her. And I cannot wait, if God let me live to see a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated read in, swear in, a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha. Man, as being in the Greek family myself, Man, listen. Come on, y'all.
You preaching
Kamala
this morning,
Harris.
Ricky.
I'm sorry, Maria.
We with you, dog,
No,
and we
don't be.
with her. We needed
sorry.
that. Come on, dog. We needed that. and they needed
that put tears in my eyes. And I'm not just saying that, man. I've been out here on the trail, civil rights movement since '79 when Benita Carter got killed, shot in the back by a white police officer. I've been a lifetime member of the NAACP.
I wonder if you know that I know he's lying right now. Oh, you got the new Margellas? That's what's up. That's what's up. I see you. That's your BMW? That's nice. That's your girl? Golly. Okay, I see you. But I just want to know one thing. You ready? Why the fuck you lying?
See, I am on regular text messages and calls with civil rights leaders all over the country. I've been involved. I do comedy and crack jokes on stage, but you don't know what I do behind the scenes. I was behind the scenes when Barack Obama ran. I was behind the scenes in the Bill Clinton campaign.
You're claiming I smoke crack.
Gore campaign, in the Joe Biden campaign, my whole life, even when I wasn't even old enough to vote. When I wasn't old enough to vote, I was still behind the scenes working just where I can leave something to my kids and the generation after that, doing my part, using my platform that I built to try to do what's right and not make this thing about me, but make this thing about the rights of the next generation.
Every time you tell me something, I figure that you're lying. Ooh, it's almost like you faking. Oh yeah, yeah, I know you're lying, but you sound excited, and you know that you're lying. Oh girl.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the phone lines are now open. The first caller we have is Christopher. Christopher, let us know where you're calling in from and what's on your mind.
What's up, guys? Yeah, this is Christopher from Los Angeles and Cleveland. Yeah, so haven't called in a while, man, but I definitely wanted to chime in on this topic, man.
Hold on, you
wild.
tether. What do you mean you're from LA and Cleveland? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, man. You good, bro, man. It's good to talk to you, man. But so I've been honestly been trying to put the word out more online since this Kamala Harris stuff started, that, like that she's a tether and she's not a Black American. She's trying to deceive us. You know who the main people who's trying to like say, no, you're not true and you're whack and you're, like fake all of that.
Old Black people?
It's Black people who went to HBCUs that are Black Greeks. Like all the kids I went to Morehouse and Spelman with are like, as soon as I like drop a video saying something, I already got 125 views and like 27 comments from like AUC people, Morehouse Spelman people, telling me that I'm a buffoon and I'm stupid and that it doesn't make sense. And yes, she is Black, trying to like, say that she is Black when she's not Black. So it's like Ricky Smiley is amongst those. He's a Q dog, you know what I'm saying? And I think he went to a HBCU. Either way, he's from down south, man. But like, these HBCUs are coon universities, man. You know what I mean? Like they're not necessarily establishments that are there to embody the Black community. They're establishments that basically set you up so that you can go and work in corporate America. Basically take the best and brightest out of Black America.
Well, hold on. I don't know a whole lot about the HBCUs, but correct me if I'm wrong. Weren't they also like founded by and named after white people?
Most, yes. Morehouse is named after a white man. Spelman is named after John D. Rockefeller's wife. I forget who Morehouse was, but I think there's only like one or two that's actually named after Black people. Oh no, Bethune-Cookman is the one that's named after Black people. I think Fisk is named after a white person too. So they're all named after white folks. Like basically every last one of them, and these are white people that endowed the university or their loved ones. So like they're and the main contributors to these universities are corporations like Coca-Cola, especially in Atlanta, like Coca-Cola, IBM, and these are the people that employ these people, and send them off into corporate America, and that's where they create their network from. You know what I'm saying? Is their fraternity or their school as they go into corporate America. So they kind of all know each other. You know what I mean? I'm kind of the one who, like the poor kid, you know what I'm saying, who stayed in the poor dorm, that they don't really care for. So I'm not afraid to speak my own mind. But yeah, those are the main proponents, man. Those are the ones who's hating on this shit.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Well, if there's anything else that you want us to know, lay it on us. No Diddy.
Nah, that's it, man. I mean, just just if you can, if you can encourage someone to vote, encourage them to vote, but definitely don't encourage them to vote for a tether. You know what I'm saying? Flat
Yeah.
out.
I'd rather take
That's
a
about
white
it.
American over a tether any day of the week. I will vote
Right.
for
You know
my
what I'm
fellow
saying?
countrymen before I vote for a fucking immigrant. Okay, let's just call a
Cornell
spade a
West,
spade.
bro. You know?
Come on.
All right, Mike. Take care,
All
bro.
right, brother. Nice talking to you. Talk to you soon. Peace. Next caller we got is the Haze of Our Lives. Let us know where you're calling in from and what's on your mind.
What up, though, Mike? It's me, Paraphernalia Palace. I couldn't sign in on my other one, but
Yep. Well, let
yeah.
folks know where you're calling in from, POP.
Oh, Michigan, Ann Arbor. What's wrong with Ricky Smiley, man? What he taking after Van Jones and shit? He gonna be a TV crier? What the fuck is that? There ain't no tangibles with this chick, man. She already told us she ain't gonna do nothing for us. So she definitely ain't getting my vote.
He said, I got tears in my eyes.
Like a little bitch. And I hope he hears this too. You bitched up. You bitched up, Rick, over a bitch that ain't black. I'm getting tired of people saying that this bitch black, man. You know, we know she isn't. But she perpetrating like she is. So really, all them people that's planning to vote for her, they are already on the bandwagon that she's gonna take them for a fool. She ain't gonna do nothing for nobody except open up the borders more. Hey, wasn't she the border czar? Didn't they call her the border czar or some shit like that?
I believe that was her nickname. You are correct.
Oh wow, yeah, no,
Her and Biden got the border wide open. I've been doing live streams about the migrants coming over here and raping little girls and everything. Yep.
Oh, that 12-year-old, yeah, that was sad, man. That was sad. Them two Venezuelan motherfuckers, but they gonna get treated right where they going for real.
Oh yeah,
Crime like
the
that,
street justice.
yeah, it's gonna be general population justice.
All it takes is one guard to look the other way.
No,
and next thing you know, somebody got a broomstick stuck up there. What? Wait a minute.
man, them guards and shit. You slip them something, they'll leave the room. You want to handle something with somebody. And I seen that shit. That's why I don't never sit with my back towards the door. I gotta see something. I gotta see everything. You know what I'm saying?
My nigga said I'm institutionalized. I feel you. So I gotta see my surroundings, my peripherals.
You know, but shit. Hey, how did the candles come up, man?
Oh yeah, the candles were nice. I just got the order. I think earlier today. I got the package. Hey, I can't even remember which flavor this was. I got it smells like it could be lemon or tea tree. I can't tell.
You said tea tree.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. You know, it smells fire. It smells fire.
Cool.
But yeah, let the folks know. Are you voting for Kamala Harris?
No, hell no. No, I'm voting for the couch. I'm definitely not voting for a Trump pansy. Hell no. I'm gonna sit this one out, man. There ain't no tangibles on the table for us. And then why do they keep getting these goddamn entertainers to try to get the black population to vote and shit? And Jews don't have no motherfucking rabbi come up in there and rouse them all up. We gotta stop that shit, man. That's some bullshit. For real. But no, I'm not voting for the chick.
Nah. Well, let us know some closing remarks, and then I got a couple more people I got to get to, and then we're wrapping it up.
Oh shit, man! I'm gonna sit back and enjoy your content and shit, and blow this L right quick. I just cut down 2 trees and shit. I'm gonna take them down to the basement where I'm drying them and stuff. But yeah, keep doing what you're doing, bro. I really like your content.
Yep. Talk to you soon, brother.
All right.
Peace. And shout out to Just Because for putting this up on game. They said Donald Trump signed the Thomasina Jordan Act in 2017 that recognized Virginia tribes lost to paper genocide. Yeah, I got to do a live stream about this. I didn't know that Donald Trump was ripping for us American Indians. You take a look. Trump signs bill giving recognition to 6 Virginia tribes, giving them access to federal funds for education, housing, and health care. Y'all, this is what we do during these genealogy consultations. Most of the folks that I'm meeting with, they have an interest in getting tribal citizenship. There's real world benefits. It's a form of reparation. Some of our ancestors were not freed by the Emancipation Proclamation, but they were freed by the Treaty of 1866 that said that these freedmen not only got free, but also deserve tribal citizenship and all the benefits therein. So go ahead and take a deep dive into your family's legacy. The next caller we got is Trey Brown. Trey Brown, let us know where you're calling in from and what's on your mind.
I'm calling in from Florida, and basically, what was on my mind was the Jamaicans. I'm actually Jamaican myself. I see that the FBI has a real good handle on the Black community with this FBA tether nonsense. If anybody did their research, they would find out that not just English, but France, Spain, and basically English, they all were in cahoots to take over this land from us.
Wait, you lost me. You said the French and the British were in cahoots to do what?
The French, Spanish, and the English were all sent over here through the Vatican. And they were all here to take over our land or take over the New World and divide it up amongst themselves.
So you're under the impression that the Vatican ruled the French?
No, all the secret societies come from the Vatican. The Jesuits, the Freemasons, and it trickled down.
Wait, hold on. And you said that you're of Jamaican heritage. Are you like born and raised in Jamaica? Or are you in America or what?
I'm in America, but it doesn't mean that I know that we have a bunch of sellouts out in Jamaica.
No, I got that. So you're like born and raised in America or?
Born and raised in both, really.
How are you born and raised?
I'm born here, but my early childhood I was over in Jamaica. From like 6 years old to like 9 years old.
And you're
came
calling
back
in
over
to try to convince us that Africans don't really have hatred aimed at us. Really, this is just a CIA plan. This is a CIA operation.
Well, I'm not saying that they don't. I'm saying that they didn't first, and it evolved. It started off as an FBI, CIA stint to keep us fighting against each other, even though
Do
they
you have any evidence of that?
Of course.
Okay,
Just off the
so
top of
what's
my
the
head.
evidence?
Okay. Let's see. Nelson Mandela.
What
He
does
was
Nelson Mandela have to do with your conspiracy that the modern day quote unquote diaspora wars is a CIA psyops? How does Nelson Mandela,
wait, hold
who's
on. How did
already
we get to the
dead,
wars?
because that's what it's colloquially referred to on social media. They use the hashtag diaspora wars. So again, how does Nelson Mandela, a man who's already dead and gone, have anything to do with modern day social media beef between Black Americans and Africans?
The whole apartheid was he's a
What does apartheid in South Africa have to do with Black Americans' relationship with Africans?
repeat that one more time. I'm sorry. I was trying to talk while you muted me.
With all due respect, I don't have time. I'm going to say this gingerly. You're worried about the wrong things. You're not qualified to have this conversation. You're a distraction. You're a diversion. If anything, you're the CIA plant here to make us think that Africans really love us, and it's just a CIA psyops. I mean, go back to wherever you came from, good sir. With all due respect, the next caller we have is T Ray. T Ray, let us know where you're calling in from and what's on your mind. T Ray, are you there? All right. Well, the last caller we have is Tyrone. Tyrone, let us know where you're calling in from and what's on your mind. Tyrone going once. Tyrone going twice. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, stay vigilant. We're checking hairlines. We're checking paperwork. We're checking passports. We're checking lineage. Make sure to get a genealogy consultation if you fail to do so yet. And I'll see you guys later.
You keep repeating the same old plantation bullshit. Tired narrative we outgrew. Jokes on you.
So I know how to make a mean pot of greens. I had so many that I had to wash that we ended up washing them in the bathtub.
Collard greens in a bathtub, an image that's cheap and classless. Ooh. Collard greens in a bathtub, an image that's cheap and classless. Ooh. Staying tight with the rhythms that we outgrew, but we see real facade. Jokes on you. Jokes on you.
I see Indian people at the supermarket, on the street. Everyone's like, you know, Kamala Harris is Indian, right? It's like the thing we're so excited about to have you running for president. Yeah. So we're both Indian, yes, but actually we're both South Indian.
Yes. She was always of Indian heritage.
Own supporters, including Republicans on Capitol Hill, have labeled Vice President Kamala Harris, who is the first Black and Asian American woman to serve as vice president and be on a major party ticket, as a DEI hire. Is that acceptable language to you? And will you tell those Republicans and those supporters to stop it?
How do you define DEI? Go ahead. How do you define
diversity, equity, inclusion?
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Is that what your definition?
That is
give me a
literally
definition
the words
then. Would you give me a definition
DEI.
of that? Give me a definition of
Sir,
that.
I'm asking you a question,
No,
a
you
very
have to
direct
define
question.
it. Define it for me, if you would.
I just defined it, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is only on the ticket because she is a Black woman?
Well, I can say no. I think it's maybe a little bit different. So I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly very much. And she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was Black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn Black, and now she wants to be known as Black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she Black?
She has always identified as a Black woman. She went to a historically Black college.
I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn, and she became a Black person.
Just to be clear, sir, do
And
you
I
believe
think,
that
I think
she is
somebody should look into that too when you continue in a very hostile, nasty tone.
It's a direct question, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is a DEI hire, as some Republicans
I really don't
have
know.
said?
I mean, I really don't know. Could be.
You not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer. The family matter and the truth of the matter. Here was God's plan to show y'all the liar. They not like us. 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 I see dead people.
Yeah, well, you know, it's like this. Oh, we got to go support the sister. We can get a Black woman in the White. No, you're not getting one. Her daddy says his entire background is either Caucasian Irish or Caucasian Hindu. His Irish ancestors owned a bunch of slaves, and none of his ancestors were slaves. He has a grandmother who is a dark-skinned Hindu who was a house servant. So where does Kamala get her Black ancestry, since her mother is classified as a Caucasian Tamil Hindu Brahmin caste person? They're dark-skinned, but they're known anthropologically as Indo-Aryans, I-N-D-O hyphen.
Aye, monster on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, he a freak though. Man down, call her Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro. Nella nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all and they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching.
So
Please.
Are you stressed for making Indian food?
Oh my God, you do have the tasters. Oh my, you have no idea. This is how my mother kept all of her stuff.
This is so funny. I told my dad I was like bringing over the stuff from the store. He's like, obviously I put them in Taster's Choice.
But this literally was how my mother kept all of this stuff.
That's
We
so
would have
funny.
this thing. What is that?
Do they tell each
I
other?
don't know.
Hi guys, it's Mindy. I'm here in my kitchen, and today we are cooking, but we have a very special guest. Very special. Senator Kamala Harris.
Hi guys.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walking down whole time, I know he got some hoe in him. Pole on him, extort shit, bully the floor on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs and party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baca got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 that fuck 'em up. Wop, 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 I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch, ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
Wait, so here's what I want to know.
Okay.
Is it respectful to call, like, I should be calling you Senator Harris, right?
No, you should not. That's not on my birth certificate.
Okay.
Call
Comma?
Yes, please.
Okay, because the Indian in me, I feel like my parents,
Just
my
don't
dad
call
will
me-
watch this.
Just don't call me auntie.
Okay, I won't call you auntie. They'll be like, how could you call her by her first name? She's worked so hard. Okay, so what we're gonna cook today is an Indian recipe.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
you are
Yes,
Indian.
yes.
Okay, and I don't know that everybody knows that, but I find that wherever I go and I see Indian people at the supermarket, on the street, everyone's like, you know Kamala Harris is Indian, right? It's like the thing we're so excited about to have you running for president.
Yeah.
So we're both Indian,
Yes.
but actually we're both South Indian.
Yeah. You look like the entire one half of my family.
Okay, thank you.
You do.
I've been telling people
You
we're
do.
related already,
Yeah.
so this is perfect. It's basically true.
They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. You think the Bay gon' let you disrespect Pop, nigga?
They keep telling us this woman is going to be the first Black American female president. Not only is she not Black American, but she came from an immigrant mother from India, and her father, born in Jamaica, is Irish and Indian. They've been getting over on us since 2020, telling us this woman was Jamaican. And of course, when people hear that, they automatically believe that her father is Black. But no, her father is Indian and Irish. And he's very proud to be a descendant of an Irish slave master. There's a whole town named after this slave master in Jamaica. But they fool us because of her parents' skin color. They have brown skin, so we think they're Black, when neither one of them are.
I think that Oakland show gon' be your last stop, nigga. They cold foul, I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches. Go.
But Aryans look exactly like Kamala Harris. They're swarthy, dark-haired, dark-eyed, and they're classified as Caucasian. So she's got a Caucasian mother, Caucasian dad. Where the hell does she come in being Black? And even if her great-grandmother was part Black, that's still not enough to make her Black in America. She'd still be a typical white person.
The audience not dumb. Shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep. I can go further, I promise. Ain't there some B-rest that's for bitching? You Malibu most wanted.
And it was not only that, but you also worked with them to oppose busing. And, you know, there was a little girl in California who was part of the second class to integrate her public schools. And she was bused to school every day. And that little girl was me.
Biden turned and looked at her like, who? Well, Kamala said it was her, but Judge Brown is saying she went to school in Canada K through 12. As a child, after her parents broke up, she moved to Canada with her mother, graduated.
I wonder if you know that I know he's lying right now. Oh, you got the new Margellas? That's what's up, that's what's up. I see you. That's your BMW? That's nice. That's your girl? Golly. Okay, I see you. But I just want to know one thing. You ready? Why the fuck you lying?
There, then moved back to America until she went to college.
She was born in the same hospital in the same 12-month period my ex-wife was, and my ex, now late mother-in-law was a paternity nurse in the same delivery room where she was born. So, yeah, she comes from that, but her mother was a Hindu, a visiting scholar, and her daddy was a visiting Hindu scholar, also professor. So how does she become from that background? She becomes a black woman. She's not. She's a fake. She's been faking her whole damn life.
You know, love boy, you ball boy, fresh Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. You niggas will get a wedgie, be flipped over your boxes, or over your foe. The other vaginal option, pussy.
So I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
So we can stop all this foolishness about what you're doing for black people.
You want to see what the deal is? If you're white and black, do they call you white? No. They call you black, or that other N word. If you are Chinese and black, they don't call you Chinese, they call you black. But she's supposed to be
World of ambiance with scented candles. Before I start my live streams, I set the perfect mood by lighting a couple of these beauties. Crafted with precision using a formula passed down from a foundational black American woman to her partner, each candle is a masterpiece, blending essential oils and natural fragrances seamlessly. I frequent this brother's eBay store not just for his candles, but also for his range of quality products. Support a black-owned business and elevate your space with handmade scented candles delivered straight to your door. Click the link in the description and embrace the power of ambiance.
in black, and what do they call her in her own community? Hindu. So yeah, she's lying. She went all through California being district attorney of San Francisco. Then she became attorney general for California. Asian, that's classified as Asian. Hindu, that's from India. Asian Hindu all through California. Now she's black. She went to Howard. Yes. She's an AKA. Yes. But that doesn't make her black. She grew up in Canada. Her yearbook that you can find online if you want to go spend the time looking it up, in which she published when she had some things going on in California, it says she went from kindergarten through 12th grade in Canada. She lied about being bused in elementary school because she never went to elementary school in San Francisco.
Nigga better straighten they posture. Got favors all up in contact. Might write this with a doctor. Tell a pop star quit hiding. Fuck a caption, won't action. No accident. I'm hands on. He fuck around, get polished. Fucked on Wayne Grow. He was in jail. That's conniving. Then get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad D-Rose came home. Y'all didn't deserve him neither. From Alondra down to Central. Nigga better not speak on Serena. And your homeboy needs subpoena. That predator moving flocks. That name gotta be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. I lean on you niggas like another line of walk. Yeah, it's all eyes on me and I'ma send it up the park. Ay, put the roll label on me. I'ma get them dropped. Ay, sweet chin music and I won't pass the ox. Ay, how many stocks do I really have in stock? Ay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Ay, devil is a lie. Here's 69 God. Ay, freaky ass niggas need to stay their ass inside. Ay, roll their ass up like a fresh pack of Zod. Ay, city is back up. It's a must. We outside. Ay.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me get some fists and feathers in the chat if you can hear me loud, crisp, and clear. And we'll go ahead and get this party started. Hit the like button on the way in, share the video, hit the Cash App or the PayPal if you support the mission. And I am still providing personalized genealogy consultations for the low rate of $50. This special is good until the end of the week. And I think that you should all take advantage of it because, God damn it, we are involved in a national discussion about ethnicity and heritage. We've got these tethers amongst us cosplaying as Black Americans when it's convenient, when it can advance a political career. But by and large, for decades now, the heaviest, most melanated, quote unquote, Black foreigners have been saying for the longest that they're no black, papi.
Me no black, papi. Me no black, papi. Me no black, papi.
Yeah, and it's interesting because when I do these consultations and we dive deep into people's heritage, what we find that we know African, papi. Come on, y'all. Come on. Most of us are indigenous to these lands. Only 4% of the slaves actually came to North America. Most of them went to the Caribbean and to Brazil, South America. And goddamn it, guess what? Kamala ain't even a descendant of a Jamaican tether. Like it's not even like her daddy's an African Jamaican, and at least she still has some African heritage, but still hashtag they not like us. I mean, that's not Black American, that's not foundational, that's not native to this soil, right? But goddamn it, she don't even have that. When we heard her daddy was Jamaican, we just thought immediately that her daddy was like a melanated African Jamaican. When we think about Jamaicans, we think about quote unquote Black folks. No. Jamaican is a nationality, not a ethnicity. There's Japanese Jamaicans, European Jamaicans, Indian Jamaicans, Chinese Jamaicans. Just because you Jamaican don't mean you quote unquote Black. And when we talk about Kamala's background, I mean, she's been very open and honest and proud and bashful about how she's Indian, not Black and Indian, not mixed, not biracial, no, full-on Indian. But now that the Democrats want to take out Trump, they got to say, how can we pander to the Blacks? I mean, in our desperate time of need, we got Barack Hussein Obama to pacify the Blacks. Now I think we can go get Kamala. Yeah, we can go get Indian girl Kamala, and she can pretend to be a Black woman so we can get the Blacks to vote Democrat. Let's talk about it, y'all. Are we still allowed to talk about it? She didn't even grow up in America, y'all. She grew up in fucking Canada on some Drake type shit. She didn't come back to the States until it was time to go to an HBCU and start cosplaying as a sister. Damn it, these foreigners. God damn it, these tethers. They want to go to the HBCUs when convenient. They want to be Black when it's going to give them political advancement. And they think we can't see through it for some strange reason. I'm not exactly sure, but guys, as a native Black American and a proud member of the Muscogee Creek Nation, I understand the importance of tracing your lineage. So help me help you discover your roots with a personalized genealogy consultation. Paper Trail Genealogy Matters. DNA tests can't tell you what tribe you come from. It can't tell you ethnicity. It can only tell you who your daddy or your mama is, right? You must search through paper records to dive deep into your family heritage. And during the consultation, I'm going to teach you the 3-step process. Step 1 is navigating the genealogy process. Step 2 is linking tribal affiliation with your ancestors. And step 3 is navigating the citizenship application process, if that's something that you are interested in. So take the first step to unlocking your past. To book a consultation, send me an email at mike@keymediapro.com. But let's see what Donald Trump has to say about Kamala.
Own supporters, including Republicans on Capitol Hill, have labeled Vice President Kamala Harris, who is the first Black and Asian American woman to serve as vice president and be on a major party ticket, as a DEI hire. Is that acceptable language to you? And will you tell those Republicans and those supporters to stop it?
How do you define DEI? Go ahead. How do you define
diversity, equity, inclusion?
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Is that what your definition?
That is
give me a
literally
definition
the words
then. Would you give me a definition
DEI.
of that? Give me a definition.
Sir,
of
I'm
that.
asking you a question,
No,
a
you
very
have to
direct
define
question.
it. Define it for me, if you would.
I just defined it, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is only on the ticket because she is a Black woman?
Well, I can say no. I think it's maybe a little bit different. So, I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly, very much, and she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was Black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn Black, and now she wants to be known as Black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she Black?
She has always identified as a Black woman. She went to a historically Black college.
I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn, and she became a Black person.
Just to be clear, sir, do you believe that
I think
she is
somebody should look into that too when you continue in a very hostile, nasty tone.
It's a direct question, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is a DEI hire, as some Republicans
I really don't
have
know.
said?
I mean, I really don't know. Could be.
Damn, we got to unpack that. We have to rewind. We have to unpack those statements. Let's go ahead and take a deeper look, shall we?
Asking you a question, a very direct question.
define it for me, if you
I
would.
just defined it, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is only on the ticket because she is a black woman?
Well, I can say no. I think it's maybe a little bit different. So.
He says, I think I can say maybe it's a little bit different. And then he goes on to explain how she's never identified as black or African American or Black American. No, she always identified proudly as Indian. And now all of a sudden, when it's convenient, she's a black woman. Look at Kamala. She's a black woman with a whole ass Indian name, Kamala. Y'all, guys, you know me as the king of receipts, right? I mean, there's a lot of new viewers here, a lot of folks that are not privy to my content, but I have a nickname, and my nickname is the king of receipts. So let's go ahead and take a deep dive into not only Kamala's heritage, but also a bit of etymology, if you will. Put a one in the chat if you guys are familiar with the study of etymology. You know, words matter. Words have meaning. Words have value. Words have context. Words are also important. And oh Lord, when we get into things as deep and microscopic as the etymology of her name, oh guys, we've got these tethers cosplaying like a motherfucker, y'all. These tethers is cosplaying like a motherfucker. Let's talk about it, y'all. Kamala. I thought to myself, I've never heard of a Black American woman named Kamala before. Kamala. Interesting. Well, the reason why I've never heard of a Black American woman named Kamala before is because it's not a Black American name. It's not a foundational Black American name. It's not a native Black American name. No, it's a foreign ethnic name. Yeah, just like we thought. And her name isn't pronounced Kamala. We butcher it. We call it her Kamala. No, it's Kamala. 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 I'm a real black nigger. And my name is Kamala. I mean, guys, this is interesting. This is perplexing to say the least. I mean, she has a whole ass Indian mama, a whole ass Indian and Irish daddy, a whole ass Indian name, but when it's time to run for president, she's a black nigger. She's a black nigger.
I'm a black nigger. I'm a black nigger. रांची के स्ट्रीट से हाथों में बीट है, हेडफोन में बीट बजे, कागज में गीत लिखे, black nigger. I'm a black nigger. रांची के स्ट्रीट से हाथों में बीट है, हेडफोन में बीट बजे, कागज में गीत लिखे, black nigger. I'm a black nigger.
Yeah, just because you got melanin don't mean you're quote unquote black. You sure as hell ain't a Black American, but Kamala's getting away with cosplaying for oh so long. I mean, let's play spot the black person. Which one is it? Is it her mama or is it her daddy? Oh, damn, that's a trick question. It's C, none of the above. Oh, wait, guys, let's play again, another round. Which one looks like a foundational Black American? Which one has native Black American phenotype? The daddy has a whole ass tether hairline. The daddy has a whole ass tether forehead and hairline package. And goddamn it, Kamala does too. Kamala as a baby with the short hair. We can see the tether forehead. We can see the tether hairline. Good Lord. I've never hyper focused on her forehead and hairline and lack of laid down baby hairs until now, guys. This is crazy. Hiding in plain sight. It's been right before our eyes all along, and we just had no idea. We had absolutely no idea. Let's finish unpacking Trump's statements, shall we?
I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly.
I've known her a long time indirectly. You know, he's been in the game. She's been in the game. They both influential political business figures. You feel me? He's known of her.
Very much. And she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't.
As vice.
Damn, he said until a couple years ago when she wanted to turn black. And now she's black because she's turned black. Hey guys, Two wings, same bird. This is all charade. This is all political theater. This is all bullshit to keep us invested in the political structure, to keep us invested in the political process. But if somebody's saying something that's factual, I have to acknowledge it. I mean, if somebody, whether I like them or not, whether I believe in their values or not, if they say, hey, the sky's blue, then I have to acknowledge, oh, you're right, the sky's blue. So when he says, hey, all of a sudden she turned black, that's a very factual statement. Matter of fact, Judge Joe Brown says he knew her daddy, and even her daddy never identified as black.
Was everybody's favorite Hindu Indian prosecutor and attorney general and senator, and now she becomes black. But, you know, I met her daddy, fine gentleman, Professor Harris. And the problem with her being black is Professor Harris says he's Caucasian, mixed Irish and Hindu. He doesn't have any black ancestors, but his Irish ancestors owned a lot of slaves in Jamaica and had them to work on plantation.
So again, we assumed because we heard her daddy was Jamaican, we assumed he was a melanated man, he was a black man, he was an African man. No, none of the above. None of the above. Irish and Indian, like red dot on the forehead Indian, not American Indian. Not Aboriginal, not indigenous to Americas. We're talking Hindustan. We're talking, God damn it. Should I be petty? Guys, put a 1 in the chat if I should be petty. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling a little bit petty. Sometimes I get the itch. Sometimes I get the bug. Sometimes I feel like being a little bit petty. Guys, put a 1 in the chat if you think I should be a bit petty today. Let me know. Give me your feedback. If you guys think it's not warranted, if you guys say, nah, Mike, let's just keep it on the up and up. Let's just keep it highbrow, high level. Let's not be petty today. Then I'll give my audience what they want. But God damn it, if y'all want me to be petty, then we got to be just a little bit petty. Just a little bit. I don't know, y'all. I'm feeling a bit petty today. And I see a lot of 1s in the chat, so I think the audience wants to get a little bit petty. So let's do it, y'all. She has absolutely no Native Black American heritage. Her mama is a hum-dee-dee-dum-dum. Thank you, come again, 7-Eleven gas station attendant. Her daddy is the same, mixed with Irish slave master blood. God damn it. She comes from the descendants of, Lord, y'all said I can be petty, so excuse me while I'll be a little bit petty, guys. You know, as Native Black Americans, we're also known as the southeastern woodland mound builders. I mean, we built pyramids in Americas, pyramids that are older than the pyramids in Egypt. I mean, we're known for such a rich culture, for such a rich heritage, and her culture is known for streets filled with poop. And for sitting in those streets, whipping up the goop scoop.
Jerry and them, Larry and them, better hurry up, get some goop scoop, nigga. Yeah, goop scoop for the crew, nigga. Hurry up, get some motherfucking goop, nigga. Some goop scoop, nigga. Do you want some goop with your motherfucking scoop, nigga? Hurry up and scoop you some motherfucking goop, nigga. Yeah, go on here, goop scoop, nigga. You want some goop or do you want some scoop, nigga? Huh? Go on here, get some scoop, nigga. For your goop, nigga. In the coop, nigga. Yeah, go on here, get some goop, nigga. Scoop, nigga. Goop, nigga. Yeah. When you come to goop scoop,
yeah, they're not like us is an understatement, guys. That's a dramatic, egregious understatement. Lord, they specialize in the shitty streets filled with poop. And for going raw, barehanded, whipping up the goop scoop.
to the struggle. Ooh, they don't use no utensils. Gotta put a whole kilo.
Let's go.
Fucking eggs in it, your arm in it. That nigga put some cane in it, that stain in it. God damn, he put some bread all in his head. I swear to God, he making bread. He making bread. That boy put his whole arm in my bread. Arm in my bread. The nigga put his arm in my bread. My bread, yeah. Nigga put his hand in it. Damn, they done put his whole hand in it. Damn, another kilo of that spam cocaine jam. I don't want to hear nothing out of thank you, ma'am. Them niggas putting their hand in my bread. They putting their whole arm in my bread. I swear to God, I don't want none. Yeah, I might want to taste a little bit of arm bread. I just want to know why you won't use a fork or a knife, a spoon to do you fucking right. Spoon to do you fucking right. It's arm in my bread, arm in my bread. I swear that.
Damn, y'all, not the arm in the bread. Sometimes they put the leg in the bread, y'all. The feet in the bread. Y'all don't understand, guys. I'm not being petty. Okay, I am being petty, and you guys told me I can't. While I am being petty, my TV, as always, does not endorse hate speech or promote, hate speech of any kind against any protected class of citizen. These are all good natured jokes at the end of the day. But if we're just going to talk about heritage, we have a rich one that's mocked and mimicked and exported globally. Nobody's trying to be an Indian. No one's trying to be a Bollywood red dot on the forehead. No. Nobody is mimicking Indian culture, but they're mimicking ours. I wonder why.
Goop scoop playing that nigga got goop scoop on his hand. That goop scoop bucket got goop scoop. Fuck it, he gon' mix that goop scoop straight in that bucket. Bitch, you want some goop? Come and stand with your motherfucking crew. You want goop after goop after goop after goop. Better wait real quick. I got goop on my shoe, bitch. I'm gonna mix that goop. Grab that goop, I'ma do it for you. Got goop after goop after goop after goop. We gon' mix that goop right in front of you, bitch. That mixing up goop, motherfucking goop chips, bitch. Watch this, throw some sand in that bitch off the goop trick. Yeah, bitch, you gon' eat you some goop shit. I don't give a fuck, you gon' eat up this goop, bitch, you gon', yeah. Grab you some goop with a goop spoon on it. Coming through that bitch, got the goop spoon, don't you? I don't give a fuck, you want some goop, don't want you? Wiping off my hand with the goop band.
And guys, you told me I can be petty, so I'm gonna be petty. I asked you permission beforehand. This was premeditated. I said, guys, can I be petty? And you guys said you wanted to see that. You guys said that it was okay, that this was a safe place where we could all participate in an exercise of pettiness. So guys, let's talk about an interesting fact. It's not just that they're in the poop shoot whipping goop scoop with the arm in the bread, right? But everything they do seems to be just strange, just odd, just peculiar, to say the least. Hey guys, check this out. Before I even play the next video, I'm just gonna show you the thumbnail, right? I'm just gonna show you a still frame of the video, and you tell me if this don't look like it's about to be some weird shit. Let's play the guessing game. Put in the chat what you think is about to happen. Guys, we're just going to play the guessing game. Just look at the intense look in his eyes, the eyes popping out. The man is gripping another man's head that is very oily and wet on the bottom. What do you guys think is about to happen? Because I know some of those Indians can be quite zesty. And on the one hand, this kind of looks like some Fleece Johnson booty warrior. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. It's up to you. On the one hand, this looks like some swallowing may about to take place. I mean, I'm just not sure. This is just a very odd scene.
Would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelmed? Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you ever been swallowed? I would have been. Have you ever been swallowed up? 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 I would.
Yeah, no, believe it or not, there was only one person who guessed correctly. Guys, you would have never guessed it, but this is a massage. Yeah, guys, if you want to go to India to get some food, you know you're going to get some goop scoop with the poop and the goop scoop. And if you go in to get a massage, you may get beaten and traumatized. Yeah, you may have been guessing like a motherfucker, but you were correct. This is how they give massages, y'all. This looks traumatic. I feel like someone's gonna walk away with a brain injury. I mean, this is wild, and this is not actually as wild as it gets. The Indians are an interesting lot. Sometimes they give out these quote unquote massages on the street. And guys, I don't know. India, they got colonized by the Europeans and shit. I think Indians view this as reparations, y'all. Peep this. I think Indians view this as reparations. When the white man visits India and says, hey, yeah, I want a haircut, I want a massage, the Indians treat this as an opportunity to beat the shit out of him. That man, you colonized my ancestor, Habibi. Wait, no, that's Middle Eastern. I'm sorry. I've never really had a fake an Indian accent. You see, we don't give a damn about your culture to want to cosplay you, but y'all care about us. God damn it. Let me cue the black nigger. I'm a black nigger.
जिगरी जो यार है चाहे तो चार है सब वफादार यहाँ फाड़ देते गाड़ है उंगली करे कोई हमें उंगली उनकी तोड़ दे दूर रहता उनसे जो लोग मतलब में मुंह मोड़ ले भाई पगला गया गाना मेरा सुन वो भी बोले मेरा भाई I'm a black nigger I'm a black nigger.
What did he just say, y'all? I feel like he said, I'm a cosplaying tether, I'm going to lie, but I'm a black nigger. I don't know. A lot of it was hard to comprehend, but yeah, I think these Indians use these street head massages as a way to just enact vengeance for their ancestors. All right, look, either this is a euphoric, zesty ass facial expression, or this man is being abused and this is a call for help. Look at the expression of the Indian man. He's like, yes, I make you motherfuckers pay me to whoop your ass. I have a good racket. He's like, you white folks pay me money to beat on your head like a drum. Okay.
Man, in America, this man would be charged on 3 counts. He just pulled my hair and beat the crap out of me. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know, my guy. You look like you're enjoying it a little too much. He got the pink towel on this one too. He put the pink towel on this one. He knew who he had on the hook. I know he is not spraying this man's head with this bottle of 7-Up. He got a spray nozzle on a bottle of 7-Up, y'all. This is revenge for the ancestors, y'all. This is revenge. Guys, if you can't beat them, join them. We should actually adopt this form of vengeance from the Indians. We are learning something here today. We should start offering haircuts to white Americans. You know, a lot of them are starting to try to adopt our barbershop haircut styles anyway. So we'll just open up black barbers for white men, and we gonna beat your ass. Proverbially speaking, okay. Proverbially speaking, hypothetically speaking, I do not endorse hate speech of any kind, but I think we should take a page out of the Indians and just get that white man in the barber chair and just go ham. As long as he's sitting in the chair, it's legal.
Wow.
Yeah, they in the background laughing at him like, you really let this homeless crackhead dude like rub on your head for money? You know he's not a barber, right?
Holy crap, this is the best head massage I've ever had.
Okay, man. Pause. No Diddy insert here. This is getting too intimate for me. This is too intimate. You know, he's rubbing on his temple while his pineal gland rests on the back of his cranium so that he can radiate his spinal chakral energy into his aura. I mean, this just guys, I do not endorse hate speech of any kind, but there was a Freeman that did.
Nigga, you gay. You gay. Y'all niggas are gay. That's gay. Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay. You gay. Y'all niggas are gay. Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay. You gay. Y'all niggas are gay. Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay.
I didn't say it. Riley did.
Oh, not even this crow can annoy me with this massage.
Hey, to keep it a bug, it's not that difficult to appease a white man. I mean, he's in the gutter slums streets of India with crows in the background, the smell of poop, goop scoop getting whipped up right behind him, guys. Look right behind him. That's where the goop scoop is going down. Right back in here is all goop scoop territory. And Mans is just like, yeah, this is the best massage. Dude, I really like connected socially with the Hindus of Hindustan, dude. Like I don't know if I'm gonna like straight up start worshiping Shiva, dude, but like fuck, I really rock with them, bro. It was just such a riveting experience to like take in the culture of like goop scoop poop, physical violence and poverty like all around me, dude. Like it was fucking sensational, bro. It was like I was sitting in the oppression that my forefathers caused through colonization, and I was sitting in like in what my ancestors did, and I was just like having this man massage my head, dude, and it was just like fucking rad, bro.
He's kind of digging your nails into you, kind of scratching you a little bit ticklish, a little bit euphoric.
The white man says it's a little bit ticklish, a little bit euphoric. Huh? Yeah, man said it's a little bit ticklish and a little bit euphoric.
Nigga, you gay. You gay. Y'all niggas are gay. That's gay.
Yeah, he said it was a little bit ticklish and it was a bit euphoric. All right. Can we say a prayer, guys? Can we bow our heads, look to your neighbor, say,
Get off your smartphone for a moment. Bow your head. Come on. Let's just bow our heads and say a prayer, you know. We don't want no devils in the house.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Jesus. Hallelujah.
Yes, God.
Praise the Lord.
Yes, God.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
Jesus, praise the Lord.
Yes, God.
Hallelujah, God.
Yes,
We
God.
don't want no devils in the house, God.
Yes,
we
Lord.
want the Lord.
Yes,
That's
Jesus.
it.
Yes, God.
Everybody pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. And God damn it, we getting distracted with the rich heritage and culture or lack thereof of the natives of Hindustan. We forgot to finish unpacking Trump's statements on Kamala. Let's get back to it.
A little bit different. So I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly very much. And she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know.
Now she wants to be known as black. All of a sudden she turned black. Hey, a broken clock is right twice a day, right?
Is she Indian or is she black?
She is always
But you know
identified
what?
as a black woman.
She is always identified as a black woman. Bitch, why you up here lying? I mean, with all due respect, you know, that the black woman is God and Nubian queens and all that gods of the earth shit. But goddamn it, not all women is bitches and not all bitches women. Bitch, why you lying? Talking about Kamala has always identified as black. Where? When? Okay. Let's start lying, shall we? Let's start lying.
Either
Black
one.
college.
I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't because she was in.
Ooh, he says he respects either one. He's saying he respects Black American identity or Indian identity, but she clearly doesn't because she always identified as purely Indian. That's a bar right there. That's a bar. She clearly doesn't respect both heritages. Oh, well, you know why she doesn't respect both? Because she doesn't have both. She doesn't respect any of her Black American heritage because it doesn't fucking exist. Guys, they've been pulling the wool over our eyes for decades now. Can I get a witness? They wanted to pacify us, so they gave us the first Black president, Barack Hussein Obama, father Kenyan, mother white American. They want to pacify us again. So now they give us a full-on Indian Irish descendant of slave masters, Kamala. Guys, you know we've never had a true Black president or a true Black vice president. We're being usurped. This is the new COINTELPRO 2.0. They had a fear of a Blackamoor Messiah. So you know what they did? They said, well, you know what, these foreigners, they have adopted our values of white supremacy, and these foreigners will do anything to be an American. So what we'll do, since these foreigners are a little bit brown, we're going to put these foreigners in positions of power and give them governance over the Blacks. Insert Obama, insert Kamala, insert the NAACP promoting Rachel Dolezal-esque figures. Guys, this is a psyops. This is a sick, sick psyops. Come on, guys, if you're new to the broadcast, like the video, share the video, hit the Cash App or the PayPal if you support the mission. You know they still got your boys shadow banned and demonetized. The only way I keep the lights on is by you guys hitting the Cash App or the PayPal or booking a genealogy consultation if that's something you're interested in. So go ahead and support the content if you want to see it. Keep on keeping on. But guys, this is a strange dynamic. Usurped by foreigners. This is the story of how the Native Americans have been overtaken for centuries now. They import immigrants, they import immigrants, they import immigrants, and now we're outnumbered. They import immigrants, and now the immigrants get in leaderships of power. I mean, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. No sense at all. But I guess it does if you want to keep Black folks in a perpetual state of stasis. But the first caller we got coming from the back to the front is Curtis. Curtis, let the people know where you're calling in from and what's on your mind.
What's going on? It's Curtis from Louisville, Kentucky. What's going on, Mike?
What's up? What's up? What's on your mind, brother?
Yeah, it looks to me like what Kamala is doing is the same play that Obama was running. Like, hey, I'm Black, I got swag, I got these coon ass rappers behind me twerking and whatnot. It's the same play all over again from when Obama was running. It's nothing different. She's not saying anything about her politics and what she's going to do for this country, because it's going to be the same thing that Joe Biden was doing. It's just a Joe Biden 2.0 at this point. It's going to run the same thing with immigration. She's not going to do any border controls. She's not going to change the economy. She's not going to lower inflation. It's going to be the same play. Maybe like she'll give a couple people student loan forgiveness, and that's it. Everybody's going to be even broker than they are right now. Like I said, I don't see anything changing. I haven't seen her say anything about policies and whatnot. So it's just the same old shuck and jive. Black people vote for me because I say I'm Black, even though I'm not really Black. It's like a white dude.
This is what it is. This is how they hijack our culture. It used to be a thing that we were oh so proud of, that we broke barriers and became the first Black this, the first Black that, the first Black surgeon, the first Black senator, the first Black sheriff, the first Black mayor. And that was some shit that we were proud of back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. But it's a new day. It's a new time. We understand the symbology and the tokenism that comes along with that, but that's a play that they're running on, that old, oh, we're the Black, right? So Obama comes in as the first Black president. Kamala gets vice president as the first Black vice president, not off their merits, not off their attributes, just because they claim a Black identity when it's convenient.
Right. And that's all she's been doing. Like, they asked her back in the day what she could do for Black people. She's like, I'm not solely going to do anything for Black people. No. So why are you trying to run this campaign like you're your sister girl cooking collard greens and eating hot sauce and all this other bullshit? Like, you already said you're not doing anything for Black people. So what's the point in cosplaying for Black people? But a lot of people are stupid. Like, they like that shuck and jive, that big show, that entertainment aspect of the election. And I mean, the Republicans are doing it too. Donald Trump coming out with Hulk Hogan and fucking Amber Rose. It's all fucking dumb at this point. It's ridiculous.
Donald Trump with Amber Rose, Kamala Harris with Megan Thee Stallion. I mean, it's all theater. It's all politics. Yeah. It's all bullshit. Yeah. But hey, we're going to document the bullshit and we're going to talk about it. And we're going to stand on lineage, because we got a whole lot of foreigners, descendants of immigrants, cosplaying as native Black Americans.
Right. It's all, I mean, that's been the play. Like, everybody wants to pretend to be Black, but nobody actually wants to be Black. So, and I think that's why delineating is so important. You know what I'm saying? Separating ourselves from these imposters and people that just want to cosplay as Black when it's convenient, like what Kamala is doing and everybody else. But when it comes to actually helping Black people, like, you want to pretend to be Black so bad, but you don't want to help Black people at the same time. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. You know what? We've got another live caller coming from the back to the front. Is Idris. Idris, where are you calling in from and what's on your mind?
Yeah, I'm calling in from the UK. How are you guys today?
Doing well. Thanks for asking. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. I'm cool. So basically, I think there was a deception, right? Firstly, Kamala Harris told everybody, I'm Indian, so I'm the first Indian to become this, and I'm the first Indian to become that. But then what she did is a deception. She said, oh, my father's also Jamaican. But did you not say earlier on, or did anyone not realize that he wasn't a Black Jamaican? He was an Indian Jamaican, wasn't he?
Yes, an Irish, Indian, Jamaican descendant of slave masters.
Right. So basically, she just put forward that kind of a deception. So she never she never is. She's not Black, period. And her track record as prosecutor was a complete disaster. she actually charged 1,560 people with locked them up for marijuana usage, and then she just laughs about how she has taken marijuana herself. And finally, she also said any kid that's out there truanting and that's not attending school, I'm going to put their parents in prison. So, you know, she was doing these things, and one person makes a comment, well, she's never sold out black people because she's not black in the first place.
Yeah, most people don't realize that a lot of these folks who try to cosplay us have a rich history of criminalizing and mass incarcerating us. You're right. San Francisco, she was in a position of leadership. She criminalized marijuana heavily. She criminalized school truancy. Oftentimes, these were parents who were documented dropping their kids off at school. But if the kid still leaves for whatever reason, wants to run off, well, now the parent's going to jail. And then what happens to that child? Is that child now in the foster care system while the parent's in jail? I mean, this is the kind of shit that Kamala was doing for decades, just like Biden. Biden had the 1990s crime bill and all that kind of shit. So, you know, in the early years, they showed the political establishment that they're good puppets by persecuting the blacks. And then if they want to run on a Democratic ticket in their old age, they just start pandering to the blacks. This is the remedy. This is the formula. First, they persecute the blacks, then they pander to the blacks. That's it.
Yeah, and the worst thing is, you know, like I believe it was I think Biden was the one who co-signed the 1994 Clinton crime bill. And that really had devastating effects upon
that was
the black
the one that had the 3 strikes and you're in life, right, in prison for life, right?
Yeah, and mandatory minimums as well. So that was disastrous. And you know, like Kamala Harris, she failed to prosecute Steve Mnuchin, who was in her jurisdiction, and he was foreclosing. So he was carrying out a lot of criminal activity in regards to foreclosing on mortgages. So she should have prosecuted it, and she just refused to do it, which was, why on earth would you not prosecute a person like that? And then it go after like women and fathers and mothers in regards to truanting kids. That I thought was completely insane.
She's just a typical politician. She's just doing what she's told to do. She's not really making any waves and doing anything outside of the political program.
Really, yeah, that's right.
Hey, she looks like a real native Black American here, right?
Yeah.
Right, guys?
Collard greens, curry mix.
Not the curry with the collard greens.
Yeah,
that's heresy. That's blasphemy. That's sacrilege. And you know what? We've got another caller coming from the back to the front. It's New Era. New Era. Where are you calling in from and what's on your mind? New Era, are you there?
Shit, I don't know if y'all to hear me or not, but my shit fucking up. I'm about to click off and call back in.
We hear you.
No, we can hear you loud and clear. Oh damn, you just dropped off. Yeah, so our good brother New Era just purchased some equipment from Temu. and that isn't a joke. I talked to the brother behind the scenes, and he told me when he placed the order, and I said, you got to let me know how it goes, because I heard Temu's kind of a scam. But no, I think he was just calling in on the Temu mic, and it sounded really good. I don't know if there was an audio issue on his end, but no, it sounded good. And shout out to Keyshawn. Keyshawn says, Mike, you should check out the Kevin Kylie breakdown of how she left San Francisco in shambles. You know what? I have to check that out. We got to do a breakdown on that one of these days. Kevin Kylie, is it? What's that, Idris? Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, she used to date a guy called Willie Brown. Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember
that. There was a guy called Willie Brown. I think they called him Downtown Brown, and he was like I think he
was.
Hey
guys,
like,
there's her black daddy, right, guys? Her Indian Irish daddy is so black, you know.
Jamaican.
And guys, when we say Indian, we're not talking West Indies. We mean red dot on the forehead, Indian. Hey, isn't this make sense why Tyler didn't want to identify as black? She wanted to identify as colored. That's another Indian with some admixture.
The fact that Kamala Harris put Quavo and Meg Thee Stallion on stage yesterday at her rally is mind-boggling to me, right? In my opinion, it really shows what she feel and think about the black community. Of all people, Michelle Obama wasn't available, Condoleezza Rice wasn't available, someone who's actually a good role model that young children could look up to, but that's neither here nor there, right? Instead of putting her on stage to twerk, you could have put her on stage to speak about gun reform. You could have actually used Quavo to do the same thing, but instead you chose to take another direction. I don't know what that was about. Now, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And if we just fell for that, then that literally just set us back thousands of years, not hundreds, all right? And if that's literally all it takes to get your vote, then that says a lot about us, the black community. Because here's the thing, we still haven't heard any policies. We still haven't heard anything about bills. Is the girl going to say anything about reparations? That's neither here nor there, right? I can guarantee you, though, that the elders was probably embarrassed and a little disgusted. I can guarantee you that the ancestors was upset, too. That's probably why we had that major storm in Atlanta last night. See, here's the deal, people. This is not your actual high school debate or your high school popular person, right? This is real life. We need somebody that can be in office that will stand on 10 if we need them to, if we were to have to go to war. We need somebody that can stand on business if we go into another pandemic or something of that nature. We need somebody who can actually sit at the table with these world leaders, right, and work things out and negotiate to the point things don't have to get real, if you understand where I'm coming from. But that's neither here nor there. I'm going to go ahead and end here because I know y'all don't want to hear my opinion, especially because it's not a popular opinion. But if that's what the election is coming to, then we should probably stop while we're ahead.
I'm just wondering when the black community gonna realize the Democratic Party does not take us seriously. Or more so, they don't think that we're smart. Their strategy for decades has been hiring black entertainers to endorse them. Fast forward 2024, they're still doing the same thing. It is even worse. Because now they sprinkling a little bit of ratchetness into it for relatability. And I'm just like, last election, Joe Biden's campaign for the black vote was telling black people that they not black if they don't vote for him. And getting some strippers to twerk with the word vote wrote on their booty. And also, for some odd reason, hiring Cardi B to endorse him, even though Cardi B's not black, but she was used to get the black vote, not her own people vote, but our vote. Now we got Kamala Harris throwing a rally and Megan Thee Stallion is performing. Megan Thee Stallion is twerking. And y'all swear to God, this is to reach the black youth and get the black. Listen, these people don't take us seriously. They are not twerking and dancing and partying to get anybody else's vote. They are discussing policies, new laws, bills, resolutions for their community. They don't do that for us though.
So I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
Kamala Harris literally got in office and told y'all that she's not gonna push nothing for black people just because she's black. That should have let y'all know right then and there. They only want the black vote for numbers so that they can get elected. But they ain't got nothing for black people. And no, this is not an endorsement for Trump or the right or Republican Party. This is simply a critique to Democrats to be more serious when engaging with black American voters. We are not a monolith. We're not all ignorant. We're not all party heads. And matter of fact, there's a time and place for all of this. We can party and we can get serious about policies and laws to protect us. You do not have to dumb yourself down to engage with black Americans. And bless Megan Thee Stallion's heart. Because while I know it was a big thing for her to perform, it just made her look like a puppet to me. She shouldn't have showed up as Megan Thee Stallion. She should have been Megan Pete. She should have had a speech. She shouldn't have been doing TikTok dances. Like, I don't know, y'all. I'm just so annoyed. Nobody takes her seriously. And Malcolm X himself clocked his T years ago.
Show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader. Show me in the white community where a singer is a white leader, or a dancer or a trumpet player is a white leader. These aren't leaders. These are puppets and clowns that have been set up over the white community and over the black community by the white community and have been made celebrities.
Why they got Megan Thee Stallion and the potential president-elect rallying at an event in Atlanta, Georgia? See, they keep running the same old play, y'all. They suck your energy dry, lower your frequency and vibration, and then pull the rug up from under you. And then when you land on your ass, they wondering how you got there. You asking for help, they like, oh, no, I can't help you. They keep doing the same old thing. Y'all got all of these washed up people coming to this event trying to gauge votes and attention from people, when really y'all need to be connecting with the people and not trying to use celebrities as a way to gauge people for votes.
These aren't leaders. These are puppets and clowns.
The game is getting tired and old. Then y'all trying to blame Trump for the migrant issue when you've been in office for 4 years and you could have done something about it, but you haven't done anything. Even the people that you working around been trying to get you to do something and you haven't done nothing. You even said out your mouth you ain't done nothing. So now all of a sudden, if you become the president, you gonna change it? No, I doubt it, because you had 4 years to try to work on change and you didn't. So at this point, y'all need to stop coming with the tired game. Y'all keep problem, action, solution. Y'all create problems and then y'all come up with solutions when y'all are the problem.
Now, Kamala Harris, I just watched your little halftime show. Your little, halftime show with Megan Thee Stallion. I know you call it a rally, but I beg different. In 2024, this is how the presidential candidates get black votes, because they think we need ratchet, bougie, classic. I love me some Megan Thee Stallion, don't get me wrong. But I think I'd rather look at Megan at her concerts, listen to her in my ear, or watch like on TikTok or something like that. I don't know if this was the right approach.
So instead of Kamala Harris giving us policy to benefit black people, she gave us ass-shaking Megan Thee Stallion. That is what she think black people deserves.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Look at this.
See, 4 years ago, they gave y'all Cardi B at the height of her song WAP. Wet ASSPUS. This year, they're coming with Megan Thee Stallion. Black women, if y'all don't sit y'all silly asses down looking all stupid.
Why the hell was Megan Thee Stallion twerking at Kamala Harris' presidential speech? It is a time and a place for that, honey. I could have went to a concert to see that. And Kamala, it's too much serious stuff going on right now in the world for you to be playing like that. Why did you think that was cool? Why did you think that was funny? Anybody that's running for president right now, it's serious right now in this world.
She has used us for years. You notice how she only dated brothers to get her career accelerated and to climb to the top of that public service, air quotes, ladder. You know who they are. I don't need to go over it. But when she got what she needed, she went to Doug Emhoff, who is white.
What message do y'all think they was trying to send by having Meg perform at Kamala Harris rally in Atlanta? Like, I've seen a bunch of videos already from black women who are so defensive. Y'all so defensive. Y'all so emotional. And they know that. They know that. Y'all defensive to other black women who just like, why? We don't get the correlation. We don't see why you would have Meg at this rally. And mind you, I'm a Meg fan. I am a Meg fan. But I didn't see the correlation. I looked at the crowd, and if you look at the people that's behind Meg while she's performing, they're confused. They're confused. I want us to stop being so emotional and really start using logic. Like, because in my opinion, that is exactly how they see us. They think all we need is some music, some booty shaking, and some lyrics that we can recite, and that's gonna get us moving. That's gonna get us to the polls. That's gonna sway us. That's why they do like that. That is all they think of us. They don't see where we are gonna use any logic, where we're gonna do any research, where we're gonna come with any demands. All they see is put what's popular.
Okay, just in case you did not know it, on yesterday, Kamala Harris had a rally in Atlanta, and it gave you like, oh, Atlanta's hype for her. Like, people are so excited for her. I know you felt it. I know you saw it. She even brought out ratchet Megan Thee Stallion, shaking her butt, twerking for a political rally.
talking about hotties for Harris.
The first black female president. Let's get this done, hotties. Hotties for Harris.
That did not turn your stomach. Like, that is pandering, like, if you've ever heard it. But that's not the catch-em. Do not let that rally looking fool you, because Fulton County has been doing this for years. Before the rallies, they get busloads and they go pick up the homeless people. They offer them food, drink, and a little change to come to the rally, so the rallies will look full. Now, you got to realize she just dealt with the rally, and I want to say it was Pennsylvania, where it was less than 60 people. It was quite embarrassing for her. And so that's not going to go down in this blackity black city. Okay. It's just not going to go down. They are absolutely going to make sure that thing looks packed out. So I want you to know, that's why you only saw certain angles as well. But I want you to know, people aren't for her like that. That's why they're having to pick up homeless people. That being said, I'm gonna give her this. She's not the only one. It is a very Fulton County, Atlanta thing. You can see it before all of the Democratic rallies. You can see it. Now, I've never seen them pick up people and pay them to vote Democratic, but it's been said for years that they literally will go pick up homeless people on the days of the election and pay them to vote. They need the money, so they do it, because what poor and desperate is what they're banking on. I haven't seen that, but I have absolutely, and I saw yesterday them picking up the homeless people to come to the rally. So do not be fooled. They'll tell you it's a lie. I'm telling you, this right here, 1000% the truth.
First black female president. Let's get this done, hotties. Hotties for Harris.
Megan, why was you on that stage twerking? I know I love Meg. That's my girl, and I'ma always stand on business when it comes to her. Girl, you was on that presidential stage twerking. Girl, you know we cannot be acting like that in front of the auntie.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me get some fists and feathers in the chat if you can hear me loud, crisp, and clear. And we'll go ahead and get this party started. We got some news hot off the press, and you know Mike TV is going to tune in and stand on business. I'm going to tune in and stand on lineage. We got Kamala Harris disrespecting the Native Black American forefathers. We got Kamala Harris speaking about the Freedmen Bank and trying to make it some Lift All program for all migrants. Oh, Lord, oh, Lord. Kamala Harris is coming after the legacy of the ancestors, and we ain't going to stand for it. Not at all. Guys, hit the like button on the way in, share the video, hit the Cash App or the PayPal if you support the mission. Before we get into her remarks, let me just put you up on game. You may not have realized this. There have always been free Black people in America. There were free Black melanated Aboriginal tribes here before the French or the British or the Spaniards ever showed up. There was free Blacks during the founding of the 13 colonies. Some of these free Blacks even fought for Britain during the American Revolution. There were free Blacks in America during the Civil War, fighting on both sides. There have always been free Black folks in America. And there's a huge difference between the freedmen, shout out to Stogie, the freed with a D, freed man versus the freeman. Freed man means at one point in time you or your ancestors were enslaved and now you're free. Free man means you were free all along. And guess what? For those that were in bondage, enslaved, for those that are freed man, did you know that freedmen don't mean African? Let's talk about it, shall we? Let's talk about it. Just because you're a freedman don't mean you're an African or you descend from Africans at all. Don't take my word for it. Look it up. Only 4% of the African slaves trafficked during the transatlantic slave trade went to North America. Over 90% went to Brazil, the Caribbean, etc. Y'all call me the king of receipts, right? Let me share with you some receipts. Did you know that they've been reclassifying Black Indians as Negro and African slave since 1682? Did you know that even then in the 1900s, Walter Plecker in Virginia was reclassifying Black Indians as colored? Did you know that the original 1828 American definition by Webster's Dictionary is a Native of America originally applied to the Aboriginals? Let's talk about it. They've been reclassifying Black Aboriginals since the 1600s. In November 1682, Virginia's colonial government passed an act to repeal a former law making Indians and others free to clarify the definitions of slaves and indentured servants. The act stated that any important servants who were not Christian at the time of purchase, including Indians, Moors, Negroes, and mulattoes, were considered slaves. And they reclassified them as Negro and other slave. Guys, did you know that there were several different classifications of slaves? There was Indian slaves, there was Moorish slaves, there was Negro slaves, there was mulatto slaves, and everything in between. Fun fact, most people don't realize there was also hundreds of thousands of European slaves. Don't take my word for it. Look up a book called White Cargo. It covers the forgotten story of thousands of white Britons who lived and died in bondage in Britain's American colonies. In the 17th and 18th centuries, more than 300,000 white people were shipped to America as slaves. Urchins were swept up from London streets to labor in tobacco fields, where life expectancy was no more than 2 years. Brothels were raided to provide breeders for Virginia. Hopeful migrants were duped into signing as indentured servants, unaware they would become personal property who could be bought, sold, and even gambled away. Transported convicts were paraded for sale like livestock. Guys, there was white slaves, there was Indian slaves, there was Moorish slaves, there was Negro slaves, there was African slaves, there was mulatto slaves. But after something called Bacon's Rebellion, they changed the laws pertaining to slavery. And to be a slave is to be black. And if you have a 1 drop of melanin, they say you're black. If you're not white passing, you are black. They pull out a brown paper bag and they do a brown paper bag test on your ass. So when we talk here about the freedmen and how Kamala Harris is disrespecting their legacy, understand these freedmen weren't necessarily Africans. These freedmen are descendant from reclassified and misclassified Aboriginals of America. Let's talk about it, shall we? And shout out to Tech Phoenix. I think Tech Phoenix is the one who, in one of my earlier live streams today, Tech Phoenix is the one who put me up on game to this whole video. This is from a content creator called Sabby Sabs. So check the sister out. Let's get into the content.
So shout out to Be Easy and Roger Meadows for sending me this because somehow I missed it. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to cover it. You know, now that Kamala Harris is running for president yet again, remember she ran in 2020. But now that she is taking that spot from Joe Biden and he is not seeking re-election, there's something I need to bring to your attention that happened last year that I don't think a lot of people know about. You see, apparently, Kamala...
Oh, and I thought this was new. I thought this was a recent speaking engagement. This happened last year. Oh, Lord. We need to get put up on some game. This went below the radar.
Harris decided to add other groups to the Freedmen Bank. For those who are not aware, I'll break this down very quickly. She's going to explain this a little bit as well. The Freedmen Bank, it was created for freedmen, those who are free, were freed from slavery, those who are Ados, and like their descendants, obviously, American descendants of slavery. That's what the Freedmen's Bank was created for. There's a reason why it's freedmen and not Black People Bank, right? So apparently last year, she decided to collaborate with the U.S. Department of Treasury and make changes to the Freedmen's Bank. Don't have to believe me. Here's her speech here, and then I'm going to show you the text to highlight some of the changes that have been made. And I think if you are freedmen, I think you're not going to be happy about this if you didn't know about it.
Oh boy, and guys, we seem to be having a national discussion about lineage, heritage, and culture. And if you have yet to do your family genealogy, I'm here to help.
Black American and a proud member of the Muscogee Creek Nation, I understand the importance of tracing your lineage. Help me help you discover your roots with a personalized genealogy consultation. Paper trail Genealogy Matters. DNA tests can't prove ethnicity or tribal affiliation. You must search through paper records to dive deep into your family heritage. During the meeting, I will teach you how to navigate the genealogy process with ease. You'll learn how to link tribal affiliation with your ancestors, and I'll show you the step-by-step process I went through to gaining tribal citizenship. Take the first step to unlocking your past. To book a consultation, send an email to mike@keymediapro.com.
We go.
So Freedmen's Savings Bank was founded by the United States Congress in 1865. It was a bank unlike any other our nation had known. Freedmen's Bank was established to serve Black Americans newly freed from slavery.
So notice once again, she tells you exactly what the bank was established for. So here is Kamala Harris openly admitting she knows who this bank was for. Let's go on.
To help them build wealth and to build a better future. At Freedmen's, to open a savings account, you just needed 5 cents. Which
Guys. Body language says more than words. Mannerisms speak volumes. Doesn't she just give you such a condescending ass fucking attitude? It's not what she says, it's the way she says it. It's these weird little fucking smirky faces she's making and shit. It's as if she's talking to us like, look, Blacks, I'm an Indian girl that actually learned about a little bit of your history. Look, Blacks, did you know that you Blacks had this bank? Guys, it rubs me the wrong way. My ancestors are rolling in their graves. She's just speaking in such a condescending fashion. What the fuck is going on? Why is she acting so smitten and like she's dropping some mics or something? I don't know. It's just rubbed me the wrong way. What do y'all think?
as I've calculated, is about $1 today. In the years after its founding, tens of thousands of Black families opened an account at Freedmen's. They saved up to buy a farm, to build a home, to open a business. Even school children saved their pocket money to deposit it in this institution. And then 9 years later, after the bank first opened its doors, because of an economic downturn and because of the organized assault on the project of Reconstruction, Freedmen's Bank was forced to close. Over 60,000 people lost their savings. Now, Freedmen's Bank was guided by a vision. The vision of an economy that works for all Americans and includes all Americans.
Let me pause. So you see what she's doing? Notice how includes all Americans. So this is something I do want to point out. A lot of times people bring up Black Wall Street, the burnings of Black Wall Streets. There are several different Black Wall Streets at that time. But a lot of times people bring that up as another example when freedmen lost their wealth in this country. But that's not the only example. This is another example here, the Freedmen's Bank, where all those people lost their wealth. So just keep that in mind.
The vision of a nation in which all people have access to the financial resources they need to succeed, to thrive, and to determine their own future. Truly at the heart of that bank was the concept of self-determination. Over a century and a half later, In communities across our nation, that vision remains unrealized. Consider, today, Black entrepreneurs are 3 times more likely to report that they did not apply for a loan for fear of being turned away by a bank.
Pause. Do you see what she's starting to do? So now all of a sudden it went from freedmen to Black entrepreneurs. So there's a difference between Black and freedmen. So you see,
Come on. Come on. Hey guys, I never really liked that label, ADOS, American Descendants of Slaves or American Descendant of Slavery. But there is a big difference between an American descendant of slaves and a Black American. Did you know when these Africans come over here, the census designates them as a Black American? Did you know that when we talk about Black people, it's not talking about Black folks? It ain't talking about us no more. It's talking about them red dot on the head Indians. It's talking about them Asians. It's talking about them African migrants.
see what she's doing? Wait for it. It gets crazier. Watch this.
Often anecdotally, because they heard about that experience from friends and relatives. Today, Black and Latino homeowners are rejected by traditional.
Black and Latino, but Black and who? Black and who? Black and who? Why are you bringing Latinos into this conversation? Why is she standing at the Freedmen's Bank Forum discussing the plight of the freedmen? And why is she bringing up Latinos? I don't see why Latinos were just brought into this conversation, but let's see where she's going to go with this.
Financial institutions at a higher rate when applying from friends and relatives. Today, Black and Latino homeowners are rejected by traditional financial institutions at a higher rate when applying for home loans.
Now, do you see what's happening here? Now she's added Latinos to the Freedmen Bank situation. I'll say this again. The Freedmen Bank was established for freedmen, not Black people, not Latinos. But see what she's doing? I told you guys, she snuck this one under the radar. Everybody see this? Okay, let's continue.
And this is the case even when they have credit profiles similar to other applicants. Today, many immigrant business owners, including some Asian American business owners, face language barriers that limit their ability to access capital and banking services. And people who live in rural areas, including many Native Americans, often lack access to traditional financial services.
Whoa. As a card-carrying American Indian, I don't understand why she just brought up Native Americans at the Freedmen's Bank Forum. I can tell you firsthand, when us Native American tribal members meet with our community leaders and they talk about policies and different programs for Native Americans, they don't talk about Latinos and Black Americans and all immigrants. No, they talk about their community specifically. So why is she not just trying to slide Latinos into the Freedmen Bank discussion, but she's trying to tie Native Americans into it as well? No. Stop the cap.
Of any kind.
Now, that is true. She's correct about that. However, once again, notice she's adding another group to Freedmen Bank. And here's the thing. I agree that all of those groups, yes, they do have struggle. They do have struggles that are different from those that are part of the majority, than the white majority. That is correct. I'm not here to tell you that they shouldn't receive some type of help. I believe they should receive some type of help. However, it should not be a part of the Freedmen's Bank. Because here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, when you notice when there is something specifically for another group, we're not added to it. When they passed the anti-Asian hate crime bill, we weren't added to that bill. These are the things I want you guys to pay attention to. Again, this is not to get you to feel some type of way towards other groups. I love all people, but in particular.
No, fuck that shit. Mike is here to tell you, fuck them tethers, them foreign black cosplaying ass motherfuckers. Yeah, fuck them all. We standing on business. We checking hairlines. We checking passports. We checking lineage. If you ain't of our culture, if you ain't of our heritage, you not like us. I don't care if you had a FBA sperm donor, Drake. I don't care if you had a Kenyan sperm donor, Obama. You not like us.
When it comes to freed men, notice how, going back to the video we showed before, when she said, well, no, I'm not going to sit up here and do something specifically for Black people. No. Remember she said that? So here we go again with the Freedmen's Bank, something that was specifically for freedmen. And here she is adding other groups to it. What does that tell you about Kamala Harris? Let's continue.
So President Biden and I know that for our nation to succeed, these disparities must be spoken of, acknowledged, and addressed.
And addressed. They should be spoken of, they should be acknowledged, and they should be addressed. Guys, words matter. Some of you would say I'm a pretty decent orator, right? Grew up participating in speech and debate competitions, many things in between. Guys, words matter. Words matter. You know what she said? She said we got to talk about it. We got to address it. She didn't say we have to rectify it. She didn't say we have to repair the wrongdoing. She ain't gonna never talk about no reparations.
One of the last actions, as you heard Secretary Yellen mentioned, I took as a United States Senator was to team up with Leader Chuck Schumer and Senator Mark Warner and Senator Cory Booker and Chairwoman, Maxine Waters, to invest $12 billion in community lenders, which of course are financial institutions.
Damn, we even got the Mayo community coming out and speaking on her behalf. Casey McCoy says she's going to take this bank from the freedmen. So insidious. Obama is full of nothing but audacity and tricks. Damn, shout out to the pink belly sister. Okay, she called her Obama. That's the first time I heard that.
That predominantly do business in overlooked and underserved communities.
Now, did you listen to what she just said there? Good point here, Casey. She's going to take this bank from freedmen. So insidious. Obama. You call Kamala Obama? Okay, I haven't heard that one. I heard Kamala, but Obama is full of nothing but audacity and tricks. That's a I like this. Okay, I haven't heard of that one. That's a good one. All right. But notice what she's doing now. Now she's bringing in underserved communities. I mean, that could be anybody, right? Now, underserved communities are being added to Freedmen's Bank. You see this? All right, let's continue.
Last month, I was proud to announce that because of that hard work and the work of many of the leaders in this room, our administration has distributed more than $8 billion of that investment to 162 community lenders across our nation. That is $8 billion on the ground in communities across our nation right now. And I'll share with you some of the examples. In North Dakota, Native American Bank lent $10 million to help fund an opioid addiction treatment facility on tribal lands.
Did the Native American community do anything specifically to uplift Black folks? No. Matter of fact, some of them tribes still act racist and prejudiced and don't let freedmen in as tribal citizens, even though that's part of the reparations package of the freedmen. Most of you guys don't know this, but let me hip you to some game. Lincoln freed the slaves with the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863. That did not cover any of the black slaves held by the tribes. The black slaves held by the tribes were not freed by Lincoln at all. They weren't free until the Treaty of 1866. And that Treaty of 1866 said not only do the Native American tribes have to let the freedmen in, but they have to give them full benefits because they weren't treating them like regular slaves. They were marrying their daughters and speaking the language and assimilating into the culture. And they knew that a vast majority of these freedmen also descended from the black Indians that were misclassified since 1682. So we actually have some Native American tribes that are anti-black to this day. So I don't know why Kamala's bringing up Native Americans in this discussion. I mean, I just don't get it. And again, I can speak about that because I'm a Native American my damn self, right?
As a native Black American and a proud member of the Muscogee Creek Nation, I understand the importance of tracing your lineage. Help me help you discover your roots with a personalized genealogy consultation. Paper trail genealogy matters. DNA tests can't prove ethnicity or tribal affiliation. You must search through paper records to dive deep into your family heritage. During the meeting, I will teach you how to navigate the genealogy process with ease. You'll learn how to link tribal affiliation with your ancestors, and I'll show you the step-by-step process I went through to gaining tribal citizenship. Take the first step to unlocking your past. To book a consultation, send an email to mike@keymediapro.com.
And that's right. Get the reparations owed to your ancestors. Get that tribal citizenship if you can qualify for it. But that don't mean we gotta be buddy smoking the peace pipe with these motherfucking natives. Hell no. I get my check. I get my benefits. I ain't never visited the reservation. I'll visit there one day if I feel like it. But come on, get your reparations. It don't mean that we gotta assimilate.
In Georgia, Carver Bank lent over $500,000 to help Black-owned companies build affordable housing. And in Mississippi, Hope Credit Union, led of course by the great Bill Bynum, lent $10,000 to a Black-owned and woman-owned coffee company to help them expand. And that's just one.
Oh my gosh, look at how they support the Blacks. One guy gave the token Black girl $10K for her coffee company. What the fuck? Hold on, guys. Let me rewind this a little bit because I thought she said that the Native American Bank opened up like a whole opioid treatment center. And then she's going to follow that up with, yeah, and one Black chick got 10 grand for her coffee shop.
Over $500,000 to help Black-owned companies build affordable housing. And in Mississippi, Hope Credit Union, led of course by the great Bill Bynum, lent $10,000 to a Black-owned and woman-owned coffee company to help them expand. And that's just one example of the incredible work that they do there. Since taking office, then I will tell you, I have traveled our nation and spoken with small business owners who have received funds from community lenders. And I have seen what it means in terms of acknowledging, recognizing, and then feeding their ambition and aspiration and creativity.
This is another one. Thank you, Be Easy, for saying that as well. Black owned doesn't mean freedmen. See, you guys, we got to pay attention to the vocabulary that's being used.
Both in terms of their own aptitude and capacity, but also because they are in the best position to understand the needs and the capacity of their communities. And I've seen how they use that capital to hire people from the community, to open a new storefront on the main street, how they buy inventory from local businesses. The whole community benefits in one way or another, economically, not to mention psychically, from their presence. And
did this dumb bitch just say that the community benefits psychically? Okay, Professor Xavier. Okay. All right. Hey, you know what's so funny? She's given us all this wordplay to rationalize giving foreigners access to things that should be earmarked specifically for us. but she'll never talk about a reparations package and how there should be no opposition for reparations because it's going to benefit the whole community, the whole nation. She won't use the slick talk for that fight, but she's going to use it to bring the Latinos and the natives into the Freedmen's Bank. Say what?
And at the same time, I have also seen how the great need for capital still remains in our country, meaning how much more work we still have yet to do. You know, I hope and know that everyone here does get the opportunity to travel our country. And from my travels, I will share with you, there are so many people in our country that have incredible dreams, fueled by their ambition, fueled by their aspiration, fueled by seeing what is possible and then going for it. But far too many still lack the resources and the support to make those dreams a reality. And what ends up happening then is these entrepreneurs cannot access capital to start a business.
So do you see how now this is all about being an entrepreneur and starting a business, which, by the way, everyone does not want to be an entrepreneur. Everyone does not want to, go into that field. And it's not for everyone. Let's be.
Yeah, guys, I'm a lifelong entrepreneur. I got my real estate license at 18, went from being a realtor to opening an insurance brokerage. Now I run a boutique marketing agency. I'm a full-time genealogist, helping you guys with discovering your family roots. I mean, I'll be the first one to let you know, entrepreneurship is not for the faint of heart. So I don't know why she's acting like some program that may affect all entrepreneurs, regardless of heritage. I don't know why she's trying to act like that's something that's going to help Black folks specifically, when not all of us want to or even need to be entrepreneurs.
Be honest. Do you think that entrepreneurship is for everyone? Because I don't think it's for everyone, right? So you see what she's trying to do here, right? Okay. Let's look at some of the text here, because I just want to show you a couple of things. We're going to pull up this. Look, they've already changed, even in the title. This is the same event. Again, this is last year. Vice President Harris announces new efforts to expand capital access. Here we go with that word access again. And contracting opportunities for minority-owned and underserved businesses at the Freedmen Bank Forum. So now a bank that was established and created for freedmen now is including all minorities and underserved businesses. These are the kind of things that we need to point out, because when I look at Kamala Harris, I see a female version of Barack Obama in 2008, where a lot of people were excited, particularly a lot of Black people were excited. We could have the first Black president and that kind of thing. But to go along with that, Barack Obama did have a policy platform. She still does not on her website. And a lot of people were really energetic and enthusiastic about him. In 2008, he has the highest numbers from Black voters. In 2012, he has the second highest numbers from Black voters. Till this day, no other Democrat candidate has received the percentage of the Black vote that Barack Obama got. That's just a.
Yeah, y'all remember that Obama fever, don't you? I know y'all remember that Obama fever. Oh Lord, that Obama fever was something crazy. Let's just rewind real quick and take a quick journey through time, shall we?
What is wrong with letting people be happy? Can too much hope possibly be a bad thing?
Hope is irrational.
In Bavaria we have a saying, der Junge ist ja total bedient. It means this is the most depressing fucking kid I've ever met in my life. I sit down once again with Magnificent, who appears to have undergone a political awakening since our last conversation. So, You know who Obama is now?
Oh, no, I knew who the nigga was. I was just joking.
You were not joking. You jumped on the Obama celebrity bandwagon because it will give you much needed exposure.
No, see, it ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? I started looking into his political positions and his policies and views and whatnot.
What policies?
Well, I heard the nigga speak, right? And he was talking about changing some shit or hoping for some shit. And I thought, yeah, I mean, all niggas asking for is hope. You can sit on your ass all day and hope. If you're too lazy to hope, you was a lazy motherfucker. That's all I.
Come on, y'all. Come on. We didn't really know what Obama's policies were. I mean, at least he did have policies. Meanwhile, Kamala doesn't. But we didn't even really know what his policies were. We just knew that he had a little bit of melanin. And we've never seen a president with a little bit of melanin. He got a little bit of melanin, and he's talking about some change. So we're going to rock out with him, even though this motherfucker's whole middle name is Hussein. Barack Hussein Obama. Y'all really thought he was a nigga, huh? What nigga you know with the middle name Hussein? Riddle me that.
I know. I'm voting for Obama because he's going to lower my taxes.
Actually, he has promised to raise taxes at your income level.
Huh?
And he's just really, really fit to lead. And also body fit, too.
Well, I also support Obama because he's against corporate bailouts.
That is also not true.
Huh?
I'm supporting Obama because he black.
And he's going to get the troops out of Afghanistan, right?
Also wrong.
Then what the fuck that nigga gonna do? I mean, we all need to, do some shit sometime. You know what I'm saying? Some shit needs to get done. And until we do that shit ain't gonna change. So I thought to myself, let's do this shit. And that's when will.i.am called me about doing this damn song.
Come on, y'all. Let's talk about it. Can we talk about it? Hindsight is 2020. Yeah, he promised free healthcare, and really it was a psyops to boost up the pharmaceutical corporations, to boost up the insurance agencies. Not only did he give Obamacare, but didn't he make it illegal for you to not have health insurance? Didn't he not only give poor folks free Obamacare, but he also made it criminal to not have medical insurance? Yeah, let's talk about it.
Magnificent joins will.i.am's all-star celebrity tribute to Barack Obama.
Got up this morning, things weren't working right. I said I want to make a change. I said I want to fight. Obama walked up and said, yes, we can. I said I want to ride your nuts because I think you're the man. Now I sit riding Obama, Obama. Now I sit riding Obama, Obama. Now I sit riding Obama, Obama. Now I dick riding. Dick riding for tomorrow, dick riding for today, dick riding for the straight, dick riding for the gay, dick riding for America, dick riding for Iraq. It's okay to ride that dick just as long as it's Barack's and now.
Come on, y'all. Come on. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it while we still can. They're not like us. They've never been like us. And we've allowed these foreigners, these foreign blacks to cosplay for oh so long. And shout out to Gear Girl. Gear Girl sent me a Cash App. And Gear Girl, I'm glad you're in the building because you sent me a Cash App earlier today on another stream and I totally missed it. So Gear Girl, thank you for the continued support throughout multiple live streams. I appreciate you sliding something in the brown paper bag.
Brown paper bag. Brown paper bag. Brown paper bag. Brown paper bag.
Let's get into it, y'all. Health insurance went up, right? Obama didn't really do shit for us. He made it so that the LGBTQ plus squared folks can get married. More mass killing of unarmed black people by cops happened under Obama's watch. And what did he do for us? Hate crime bill? Nope. He said, hey, maybe some of you cops should start wearing body cams. Did you guys realize he didn't even mandate body cams at a national or federal level? He just highly suggested that cops should wear body cams. And to this day, there's some police departments that have them and some that don't. I've had personal encounters with the police within the last 2 years, and I'm chopping up with an officer and I don't see no body cam, and I'm like, yo, you don't have a body cam? And he's like, no, our department don't have those. So damn, Obama really pulled the wool over our eyes and had us thinking he mandated body cams when he never did.
Reality. But something came after that, because Barack Obama, you know, he's a little bit more charismatic than Kamala. She's not as charismatic. She really come across as fake to me. But Barack Obama let a lot of people down, not just Black people, but in particular, Black people were really disappointed by Barack Obama. He made all these promises, then he got into office and didn't do anything for Black communities, went to Flint, Michigan, and stood in front of a room of Black people and pretended to drink their dirty water. Barack Obama did that. You can't get more clownish than that. So anyone that comes after Barack Obama that is presenting themselves as,
come on, they not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Let's talk about it, shall we? Hillary got the hot sauce in her purse, right? Biden says, you ain't Black if you don't vote for me. Kamala says, oh, I had so much collard greens, I had to wash collard greens in my bathtub. And Barack Hussein Obama says, hey, y'all Black folks, don't worry about the water. The water ain't that bad.
It is. There you go. You know, generally I have not been doing stunts here, but, you know. And this used a filter. You know, the water around this table, you know, was Flint water that was filtered. And it just confirms what we know scientifically, which is that if you're using a filter, if you're installing it, then Flint water at this point is drinkable. That does not, I want to repeat, negate the need for us to go ahead and replace some of these pipes, because
damn, whoa, 8 years ago, damn. And this was just published 8 years ago. I think this was even earlier than that. And guess what? We're in the year 2024 and Flint still ain't got no clean water. Obama talking about throw a filter on that shit, run it through a Brita. Obama said, I don't care if your water poisonous, run that shit through a Brita.
Ultimately, you want a system in which you don't have to put a filter on it in order to be assured that it's safe.
Oh, Lord. Homie, you not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer.
You not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer. The family matter and the truth of the matter. Here was God's plan to show y'all the liar. They not like us. 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 They not like us.
Is Black and is running for president, you have to be 10 times better than Barack Obama, because Barack Obama was so good when he was campaigning. He fooled a lot of people. He fooled a lot of us and then did nothing. So this time around, in particular, lower income Black voters are much more skeptical.
That's right. That's right. And at the beginning of this broadcast, I posted the StreamYard link. I said I would especially love to hear from the ladies. And not only do we have a lovely lady backstage, but we got the reason why we're all here right now. You know, I was going to do a stream about something else, but Tech Phoenix was in one of my earlier live streams and she put us up on some game. And I said, whoa, I didn't know she was disrespecting the legacy of the freedmen. We got to talk about this today. So coming from the back to the front is Tech Phoenix. Tech, let us know where you're calling in from and what's on your mind. Oh, you're on mute, Tech.
Sorry about that. Hi, Mike. I am calling in from Texas, and I don't have much to say. I was just calling to talk about that stupid little stream. I mean, the lady who presented it did it well, but this had my blood boiling, I swear.
Oh, yeah. And this really flew under the radar. This happened last year, huh?
Yeah. It just popped up in my algorithm today. But yeah, like I think it was Bridget who called it dilution. I mean, that is eventually going to lead to erasure. I mean, that's just what it seems like it's headed towards. What did she say? Went from freedmen to Black American to I don't think they mentioned African, but definitely Latinos in there, and just on and on and on.
Native Americans are in the discussion, and they got their own
Yeah.
reservations and shit. What?
Exactly. And like you said, I mean, how hard do we have to fight to even get on any of the roles, if even if we're blood related, you know?
Yep.
But yeah, here we go. All minority lives matter when it comes to the freaking Freedmen's Bank. Make that make sense.
Facts. Yeah. Hey, our community has been persecuted by paper genocide, but now they're trying an ethnic cleansing, just like in that movie Flower of the Moon, where it shows how the white boys wanted to marry the native girls to get their family land and their family oil and shit. Well, if you look modern day on any Native American tribe, most of them is white folks, basically. Most of them is basically some white folks. And the same thing that they did with the natives, they're trying to do with the foundational Black American community. Now they're importing these Black foreigners and putting them in political positions of power, putting them in media, having them act as Martin Luther King Jr. and Fred Hampton and biopics and these Nina Simone and shit. This is an ethnic cleansing, and they're using these tethers to do it.
To the absolute utmost ninth degree, it absolutely is. And I know a lot of us are on the you know, we don't need college to be wealthy kick, and we don't. You know, there's a lot of people who are able to get their wealth without college, but we do need more Black American, Native Black American, whatever you want to call yourself, politicians, so that they can you know, more so take care of us. Every time we think it's one of us, it is one of them, and we see it when they turn around and screw us over. Well, what do we need reparations for? Yeah, they say that because they're not able to access that. What does she say? I'm not going to do anything only for Black people. No. Yeah, we need more of us. Yes, we have our business people who don't need college at all, but you know, some people do need that piece of paper to get into politics, you know, at the lower level.
Well, see, no, and even if you don't need college, you need education. You need education. Education isn't always the form of college. I mean, you're in tech. I'm teaching